Sooners head out on their special team to kick off. Derek Strait signaling to the crowd for the Sooners to start cheering. And for Florida State, June. I'm starting to think they're the old coach. June is cheering to the crowd. Deep for Florida State will be Tallman Gardner to receive the kickoff. And DJ Ward. He's a defensive back by trade, and we're about set to go, Merv, with this national championship game, Oklahoma versus Florida State.
Right now, those players are kind of wasting energy trying to lead the crowd. I think the crowd's doing a fine job.
And the place looks full. I don't see an empty seat anywhere.
I don't think there's been an empty ticket for a long, long time for this one.
We're waiting for Doug Honig, the referee, to signal, and he does. Or actually, that's the umpire, Jim Augustin, who signals. We're ready to go. And the Oklahoma Sooners kicking off to Florida State. Here's the kickoff, and the flash bulbs flash, and it's a high end-over-end kick into the end zone, about 5 yards deep. Gardner will touch it back. That's Tallman Gardner. So a nice kickoff to start it off for the Sooners, and Florida State starts 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Florida State with a record of 11-1. Oklahoma with a record of 12-0. The first time ever the Sooners have gone through an entire season, and that includes the Big 12 championship game undefeated. Oklahoma starts with an extra defensive back in there, Ante Jones, the quarterback, and the starting fullback is Randy Golightly, who practiced that way. Travis Minor is the tailback, averaging 5 yards a carry. Here's Weinke from the 20, first play from scrimmage. Play action, fakes the handoff, fires a pass upfield, has a man wide open, caught at the 45, and it slips and cuts back at his own 40, at the Oklahoma 44, and tackled there. Atris Bell was wide open there, and he completes the pass 35 or 6 yards, depending upon where they mark the ball, in the area of the Oklahoma 45-yard line.
Seen Florida State do that so many times to open the game. Come with a strong play action and throw deep, and invariably they hit it.
4 wide receivers now, and a 1st and 10, let's call it, at the Oklahoma 45. Shotgun, Chris Weinke, the quarterback. Hands the ball off to the running back. That's Travis Minor over the right side for a couple of yards to the 43. Got tripped up in there in the interior by Robbie Kalmus, I believe, makes his first tackle. 2-yard pickup to the 43 in Sooner territory, 2nd and 8.
Bob, you notice that basically Roy Williams is starting at Willie linebacker, the weak linebacker. It gives the Sooners 5 defensive backs in there, and yet Roy can play just like a linebacker.
And for Florida State, the Oklahoma 43-yard line. Shotgun. And the Sooners showing blitz. They do blitz. They come after Weinke. Throws the pass. It's caught. It's hit and incomplete at the 45. The linesman signaled completed pass at the 45, which would be a loss of 2. He caught the ball and then was hit, as that was Anquan Bolden. Caught the ball and was belted by Torrance Marshall, and the ball went free, but they sailed out of bounds at the 45, so they called it a completion. That's a bit of a surprise.
It is. I thought that'd be called incomplete. The free safety, Thatcher, was also involved in that blitz, which against Florida State, not many teams will blitz their free safety.
And the tight end is on the left side this time. It's the shotgun from the Oklahoma 45. Third situations, they're 25%. Weinke retreats deep. It's a swing pass, and it is caught by Minor, and he's tackled one-on-one by Michael Thompson at the 42-yard line, a pickup of about 3. He juggled the ball when he made the catch. A swing pass out to the right side into the 4th down Florida State.
Pretty good pressure then, Bob, by the 2 ends, especially Callens over on the defensive left side. Much better than I was afraid the Sooners might get when they didn't blitz.
Cottrell is back to kick. He's from Orlando, Florida, 22, 6'4", 205, averaging 41.3. J.T. Thatcher is deep, and the deep snapper is Brian Sawyer. Snap is a bit low. Here's beautiful hang time. Cottrell and Thatcher signals fair catch. He has to leave his feet, and he comes to rest, and the flag will be thrown. It may be a halo violation in the area of the Oklahoma 16, Merv.
Their punters punted the ball extremely high in pregame warmups. Going to be difficult to get a return if they punt as well as they did in pregame warmups.
Interference with the opportunity, violation of the 2-yard belt on the kicking team. 5 yards from the
we call a halo violation. He's in that 2-yard area around J.T. Thatcher when he signaled a fair catch. It's at the 21.5. They're calling it the 22-yard line. The offense from their own 22. Oklahoma is ready to go with Josh Heupel, Griffin, and Orlando Works. Haven't seen this before. And offside Florida State as Heupel throws in the flat, and it's an incomplete pass to Griffin, but it'll be a free play because it was obvious that the defensive left end, David Warren, jumped offside way across before the ball was snapped.
That the Seminoles are going to blitz right there, and I'm a little surprised that they would come out with an all-out blitz. Although, I think we'll see some unexpected things from the Seminoles. They are talented enough they feel like they can do about whatever they want to.
This is not a knock on Florida State, but a bit unusual that they would start the game with 2 penalties as far as their defensive unit is concerned and their special teams.
Well, they're very aggressive. I think that's...
Here's Heupel under center, hands the ball off over the right side to Seth Luttrell, just checked in. He is gang tackled, but he keeps driving, and he got close to the 30-yard line after it looked like he may get only a yard or two. Seth Luttrell has great power in those legs. He's a senior, and he advanced it to the 29 from the 27, a 2-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a third down play. They need to get to the 32, a second down play. Second down because of the penalty. At the 29, they need to get to the 32. Clock running, 12:34 to go in the first quarter. Woolfolk and Savage to the left. Trent Smith tight end on the right. Shotgun formation from the Oklahoma 29-yard line. Josh Heupel back to pass. Fakes the pass. He'll be rushed. He'll be sacked. At the 24, there was just nobody open. He retreated and then decided to run with it and was tackled for a loss of 5 back at the Oklahoma 24. David Warren will get the sack. That's his 10th on the season, and it brings up a third down play and 8 yards to go.
I think that particular pass was a quick pass out to flat to the tailback, and Florida State covered him extremely well, and Josh just had to take and hold the football.
They're pulling their nose guard to have a 3-man rush and an extra defensive back. Florida State is shotgun, third down play and 8 from the Oklahoma 24. No score first period. From the shotgun, here is Josh Heupel backing up. They rush 3. Throws a pass upfield. It's almost intercepted off the fingertips. Intended for Savage, but stepping in front of him was Chris Hope, the safety. And wow, the Sooners are lucky that Hope did not intercept that. That gives them hope, so to speak. Brings up a 4th down play and 8. So the Sooners had 1st and 5, wind up 4th and 8. So they didn't go the right direction even with the help of a penalty. All Big 12 punter and single safety is Cleveland Thomas. He is a cornerback, starting cornerback, waiting the deep snap from Painter. It's a bit high, but he gets the kick underway. A beautiful kick. He backs up to the 30, signals fair catch at the 30-yard line in Florida State territory. So a 45-yard punt. Both teams have had it once on offense. Florida State picked up a first down. The Sooners did not. We have a timeout. All right, here we go. Florida State, their second possession from their own 31. I formation. The goal line leads the fullback. Travis Minor, the tailback. Weinke gives the ball off to Minor. He jumps over the right tackle, gets good yardage up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. J.T. Thatcher on the tackle in the area of the 35, just across it. Picked up about 4, maybe 5. Let's see where they officially spot the ball. The umpire puts it down at the 35.
Williams limp. He's got a stinger.
Stinger on his shoulder and limping just a bit.
In his back, I think.
All right, thank you. Second down play just upfield from the Florida State 35, 6 yards to go for the first down. Weinke from the I formation. Quick drop pass, tipped in the air and incomplete. Knocked down, I believe, on the left side by Corey Heineke. He's done that all year.
I almost wish he hadn't tipped it. Straight was out there in the intercept position, Bob. He was in great position out there.
It's a third down play from the Florida State 35 and 6 yards to go. Sprague is pulled, and an extra wide receiver goes in, Javon Walker. Anwan Bolden, Javon Walker, and Atruz Bell are the receivers in there. 3 of them. Extra defensive back, extra 2 defensive backs from the 35, Florida State, 3rd and 6. Shotgun. Weinke back to pass. Lift plenty of time. Pump fakes, pulls it down, rolls to his right. Heineke is chasing him, and they'll sack him. He gets away. Now they get him at the 32-yard line. Corey Klein finally finished him off. Well, Merv, that has to be a coverage situation there. Weinke had all day, and now a little extracurricular activities as one of the Florida State linemen, Dorsey.
He's just chatting with his old buddy from Florida Marshall, yeah.
Two in Florida State will be forced to punt their second possession of the ball.
Great job of Holliman and Klein and all those three linemen, and it looked like the linebackers were in excellent coverage position.
Keith Cottrell back to punt the ball. His first punt went 21 yards. He was trying to poochgate it. A little snap, almost blocked. Ante Jones was in there. There's J.T. Thatcher, has the ball 17, gets up to 20, gets up to 25, and then a good return. It actually looked like he would get nothing out of it. We have two flags, and the ball ended up at the 26. That's where the run ended after you returned it, and let's see what the flags are all about. Could be a halo infraction, the first flag, and I'm not sure about the other. What's your speculation?
It'll be either a hold or a clip on the Sooners, and I suppose, Bob, we'll play this over again maybe.
52-yard kick and a return of 10 yards, and they're having a big discussion over there, led by the referee, Dick Honig. And they're discussing things, and then we will get here we go. Oh, it's a violation on both teams. Pushing the back and he gave the same signal for both teams.
He did.
So now they're back in discussion. So we may have a hanging chad here or something.
Here he goes.
Yeah. Let's see. The official coming over to explain things and put our glasses on. Is that Coach Stoops out there talking to them?
Yes.
I believe it is. And they're explaining things to one of the co-captains.
Violation of the 2-yard belt on the kicking team. Illegal block in the back on the off-receiving team. Those penalties will offset. Will re-kick. 4th down.
All right, that's what the discussion netted. Dick Honig, the referee, saying let's do it all over again. So the ball will go back to the 32. Erase that 52-yard kick and 10-yard return. And we'll see what happens this time. Boy, that was Ante Jones was in there and almost blocked that kick, Merv.
Yeah, that's good. Even though he didn't, it could hurry the punter. It could hurry him into a more returnable kick, Bob, because even though Ante didn't get it, the guy knew he was there. You can book it.
Florida, 41.3-yard average per kick. Pooch kicked it 26 yards the first time. Waiting the deep snap from Sawyer. It's on the money this time. And the kick has gotten away. A nice, beautiful kick. Backs up Thatcher. He takes it at the 15-yard line, goes to his right, back to his left, now up the middle, gets away from one tackler but not another, and he's tackled at about the 20. 53 yards that time, and a 5-yard return, so the Sooners didn't quite get as far that time as they would have before, but they have it at the 20, and their second possession. We have no score, 9:41 to go first period. The national championship game. Timeout on the field. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. Their side, and now they shift. And Mackey, Savage, and Wolfa go wide left, which is the wide side of the field.
They're struggling getting lined up.
Back to pass is Heupel. He rushes forward. He races up. Quick pass. Caught the 25, 30, 35. Wolfa to the 40. And he fumbles the ball way upfield. And there's a pile up at the... And Florida State appears to have it at the Oklahoma 47, but that's what Florida State says. Let's see what the officials say. They got it. So the pass was completed at about the 25, and he broke upfield, cut back toward the middle, and was tackled hard, and the ball went knocked out and recovered by Cleveland Thomas at the Oklahoma 47-yard line. Most unfortunate there.
The defensive player did a real good job of stripping the ball, I think, which defensive backs are taught to do. He just rips by him and rips it out of his arms.
Hey, Cody.
Great picture with his headgear right out of his arms.
And it's Florida State's ball at the Oklahoma 47-yard line. Under center is Chris Weinke. I formation, fakes the handoff, play action, fires a pass, intercepted at the 35 by Torrance Marshall. At the 40, he cuts to his right to the 44, to the 45, and he hits his own man. And he hit Derek Strait, who got in his way.
Did you see Ante hit that guy?
but Derek Strait got in the way of Torrance Marshall and knocked him down. He threw it right to Torrance Marshall, so turnovers back-to-back, Merv. What about that?
Oh, that's wonderful. We got the second one. That's what's so good about it. I'll tell you, Ante Jones drills somebody. I hope they put it on a replay for people watching on TV.
Marshall dropped in coverage and was waiting on him, and boy, I tell you, this is something. This game has started out defense, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. A lot of people predicted that. Exciting, Bob.
3 wide receivers left. Trent Smith stands up to the right. Under center, Latrell in the backfield. Here's the fake handoff. Heupel back to pass. Fires a pass. Caught. To Trent Smith, complete at the 45. Bullet pass, and he's wrestled down after a gain of 8. From the Oklahoma 47 to the Florida State 45.
That's a little play that, a little bootleg type play they've come up with off that motion sweep, Bob, where they bring the flanker in motion and give him the ball on the speed sweep. And then they make a fake to the tailback and set up, and it's tough on the linebackers to get back into coverage.
Ronaldo Works checks into the lineup. He's replacing Seth Luttrell, Florida State territory. Josh Norman in the lineup as well. First time he's been in, so they're in Florida State territory for the first time. No score. 8:40 to go first period. From the shotgun, Josh Heupel back to pass. He lobs one. Oh, right through the hands of Savage. Antoine wide open at the 40, and I guess he took his, he has a disgusted look on his face, as we can see from the monitor. A little look-in pattern. That would have been an easy first down, and maybe
made some
quite
yards.
a bit more.
It would have made some yards. He threw the ball pretty hard, but Antoine's got to come up with that football. That was a nice throw. It was just a little bit too much mustard on it.
Yard line. Under center is Josh Heupel. One back behind him is Ronaldo Works. 2 wide receivers to both sides. And now Heupel steps back and will change the play. He'll drop back into the shotgun. Play clock is down to 3, down to 2. Gets the snap, backs up, looks, fires, caught at the 38. That's Norman to the 25-20, to the 15, to the 10-yard line. Josh Norman made a catch on a bullet pass from Heupel. Had a gain from the 45 down to the 9-yard line, 36 yards. First down, Oklahoma. They're first in the game, by the way. The 5 on the pass and 30 on the run there, Merv.
We've seen Josh, of course, do that a lot in short yardage. Come up and try to draw the defense off and then go back and select a play. And what a play he selected, and great effort by Norman. Bob, against this defense, it's going to be hard to run.
36-yard pickup to the 9. First and goal for the Sooners. No score first period. Shotgun. Heupel back to pass. He looks. He fires. Overthrows Norman at the 7-yard line. Wouldn't have been much gain anyway, probably. But he had to get as high to avoid that interception.
He's kind of mad at himself, I think, for not giving Norman a chance to make 3 or 4 yards of that play.
Ball is at the 9. Second down play and goal to go. Seth Luttrell replaces Josh Norman. Boy, Norman's made some big plays over the year, hasn't he, Merv?
He really has. He's, he's a very good runner in addition to being such a nice target with his height, and of course he's got excellent hands.
And Luttrell, the fake to Ronaldo Works. Heupel rolls right, throws a pass, dropped by Trent Smith. Right in his hands at the 6-yard line, he dropped it. Well, the Sooners have dropped 2 passes. Savage a moment ago, and Trent Smith right there. You have to consider it nervousness or something, because those guys usually don't drop those passes.
Oh, you've got to catch those. I will say this. Heupel really looks sharp throwing the football. I think in practice, he has a tendency maybe not to throw the ball as hard as he's thrown on the last 2 or 3 plays. Those aren't impossibly hard at all, but I think he's catching his receivers just a little bit by surprise.
On third down conversions, Josh Norman is in there in the slot to the right. Third down from the 9 and goal to go, showing blitz. Only rush 4. Heupel looks. Heupel runs with it. He cuts at the 8. He throws a pass, and he held on to it, and he's tackled at the 10. He faked the pass, looked as though he was going to throw it after it had faked to run, but actually loses a yard, and the field goal team comes in. So there's 2 passes, one that was overthrown, one that was dropped, and then a run when he couldn't find anybody open. He did not force it, and that's the good news. Gives the Sooners a chance to get some points on the board if Tim Duncan can hit a field goal of 27 yards. It's 5 of 7. Patrick Fletcher will hold. Slide angle to the left. This at the south end zone. Snap. Ball down. Kick booms through there, and it's good. Sooners on top 3-0 on a 27-yard field goal. 7:16 to go first period. Timeout. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. We are back with you at the Orange Bowl, Pro Player Stadium in Miami, Florida. The national championship game, and the Sooners have drawn first blood with a field goal of 27 yards after a fine interception by Torrance Marshall. Tim Duncan, and Oklahoma leads at 3-0, and it'll be kickoff time for the second time of the game. Talman Gardner is back deep to receive. B.J. Ward also down. He's on the far side. And here is Tim Duncan's kick from north to south, left to right. He booms this one. Wow, he kicked clear out of the stadium. It went through the uprights probably. And Florida State will start at their own 20. They've started at their own 20, their own 31, and then the 47-yard line in Oklahoma territory after that fumble recovery, and then now their own 20-yard line. And Roy Williams, Merv, back in the lineup. Pretty good. Glad to see that.
That's great news, although Stephan is coming in now.
First and 10 at the 20 for Florida State. Sooners lead 3-0, 7:13 to go first period. I formation. Weinke fakes the handoff. He hands off to Minor up the middle, and he gets across the 22 to the 23-yard line. Travis Minor, the tailback, got a couple of yards. He's from Baton Rouge, 3-year letterman, 21, 6'1", and 190. Then after
JT got himself in a hornet's nest. He came on a semi-blitz. He wound up on a line of scrimmage and actually missed the tackle about 1 yard deep in the backfield, and some big old lineman just kind of rolled over. And those guys are really trying to intimidate you after the play a little bit.
Second down 8 from the 22, just upfield from an I formation. Tight end on the right side. Weinke pitches to Minor, trying to sweep left, cannot go, now cuts upfield and gets to the 25 for a pickup of 3.
Jimmy Wilkerson's in now, defensive end, number 45, the freshman linebacker. He's worked a lot there in practice, Bob, and he contained that play very well. That's a nice first play for him.
It is tomorrow.
I'd like to give him a present tonight he'll never forget.
Absolutely. It's a gain then from the 22 up to the 25-yard line, and it's a 3rd down and 5 for Florida State at their own 25. 0 of 2 on 3rd down conversions. I formation. Travis Minor is in the I, and Randy Golightly, the fullback. Wide receivers to both sides. Weinke, a deep drop. Good protection. Rolls to his right. Out of the pocket. Pump fakes. He's being chased, and he's knocked out of bounds short of the first down. And he was knocked out of bounds by Dan Cody, freshman. Boy, who turned on the speed and got Weinke before he could get to the first down marker at the 30. Knocked him out at about the 27.
How do you like that pair of freshman ends, Bob?
Pretty good.
Cody and Wilkerson. They've looked good on the last 2 plays. Got height, they've got speed and quickness.
So it'll be a 4th down play and 3 for Florida State from their own 27-yard line. And J.T. Thatcher, although he was limping a moment ago, is back to receive at the Oklahoma 25. That perhaps was stung a moment ago. Keith Cottrell, 3rd punt. Snap is high. He gets it. Gets the kick underway. A nice kick. Fair catch signal for by J.T. Thatcher, taken at the 25 or 6-yard line. A 48-yard punt. That guy's a pretty good kicker tonight, averaging 41 yards per kick during the season. So the Sooners have really played great defense, Merv, here in the first 4 possessions for Florida State. And to his right is Quentin Griffin. Heupel back to pass, quick pass, caught by Savage at the 25, cuts to his left at the 30, gets up to the 35-yard line. Nice cut at the 30 and got an extra 5 because of it, so he goes from the 26 to the 35. That'll be a 9-yard pickup. It's the shotgun formation. About 10 men on the line. Here is Heupel back to pass, throws. It's caught, or is it at the 40? Oh, man, what a catch if they rule that a catch. Trent Smith made an incredible catch. He blocked one, or he dropped one earlier a minute ago. He had to leave his feet there and made an incredible catch at the 39-yard line. Merv, I don't see how he did that. It looked like he was on the ground when he made the catch.
Just got his arm and hand under it, Bob. What nice protection, because Josh had to hold that just a bit longer than he wanted to.
The second first down. A quick toss to the far side, and that's Ronaldo Works sweeping to the left side, getting from the 39 up to the 43 or 4-yard line. Swept around the left side. A quick pitch.
Haven't seen that one in a while. Remember earlier in the year
they did that often.
Such a good play for Works.
Now Quentin Griffin replaces Ronaldo Works, and it brings up a 2nd down play and 5 from the Oklahoma 44. Sooners lead 3-0 with 3:50. Now 3:49 clock running to go in the first period.
It's good to see that.
Curtis Fagan wide to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. Shotgun formation. Josh back to pick. Shovel pass complete to the 40, 45, 50. Griffin down to the 45 and down to the 44-yard line. Boy, they set him up beautifully for that. As Quentin Griffin turned on the speed after he made the completion at the 45 in Sooner territory, got another 10 out of it. So a gain of about 12 yards in this, well, maybe more than that, to the 44. So it's inside of the 45 to the 44 in Florida State territory. First down, number 3.
Bob, a little bit not off the subject, but Quentin has really looked faster in practice. I think toward the end of the season he got tired, and he's really looked quicker and faster in practice this week than I've seen him in quite a while.
44-yard line, 3-man rush. Now Josh Heupel backs up. Now they're showing blitz. Now they back out of there. There's a handoff to Griffin down the middle. Good hole over the middle. Down across the 40 to the 38 to the 37-yard line, maybe. I think they're going to say forward progress to the 38. So that showed some great quickness right there, Merv.
Well, it really did. I think Josh was looking for the 3-man front and going to run against it with that particular play if they presented it. Obviously, that's what you have to do, and and the Sooners don't quite have everything they need yet to be able to attack those 3-man fronts with a running game, but they're getting there.
And Mackey now to the left, Trent Smith and Fagan to the right from the 38, 4 yards to go. Heupel changing the play. He was under center, but he backs out of there. The Florida State 38. There's the snap back in good shape. Rush 4, pass, caught. First down to 34 on his knee right there at the 33. Damian Mackey was on one knee when he made the catch at the Florida State 33. A 5-yard pickup and the third first down in this drive, and the Sooners have it at the Florida State 33.
With our new quarterbacks, next year, Bob, that's the thing that you'll miss. The ability to go up like he did and try to draw them off with 2nd and 4 and then go to the best play possible. Those guys, will take a while for them to learn to do that. Heupel set the ball pretty high in a lot of ways, Bob.
To match him, if possible. To ever match him for several years. Well, that's first down number 4 at the 33, just upfield from it in Florida State territory. Under center is Josh Heupel. Man in motion. Handoff to Mackey coming around from left to right. Needs a block. Doesn't get it. And he fights forward and gets about a yard maybe. Good play by the safety, Chris Hope, who's jumped in there, and they've scouted that play, obviously.
Well, and they have so much speed at every position. If the Sooners have defensive speed, this team probably has more defensive speed. That play wouldn't be at the top of my list to run against Florida State necessarily, just simply because they got so much inside-out speed. And you saw them fake it a while ago and come with a big play, Bob. It sets up other things. You're exactly right.
3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. 2nd down 10 from the Florida State 33. Sooners lead 3-0. Minute and a half to go first period. Blitz is on. Heupel floats left, throws a pass, caught by Mackey at the 28. He's down across the 25. It's a first down at the 22. Heupel really doing a great job with his passing, and he's so accurate.
Well, he had no backs in there, so he had problems over to his right, and he knew it instantly. He took off running to his left, but he also knew he had receivers that weren't covered by maximum coverage. Again, that senior quarterback he had some things that are just invaluable, Bob.
The ball at the 22 in Florida State territory, the 5th first down, 4th in this drive. Sooners lead 3-0. A minute 8 to go first period. Shotgun formation from the Florida State 22. Here's the handoff to Quentin Griffin. Draw play. He's across the 20. He's down to the 15-yard line. Carrying tacklers with him. A gain from the 22 to the 15. Brings up a 2nd down and 3 for the first down, and 15 yards away from that goal line. Sooners lead 3-0. Now we have 47 seconds to go in the first period. Heupel looking to the sideline to get the signal on what play to run. All right at the 15. Play clock is at 19. Here's Ronaldo Works replacing Quentin Griffin. Sooners break the huddle. Play clock at 10 as they break the huddle. Shotgun formation from the Florida State 15. Play clock at 3. Play clock at 2. And he gets the snap away just in time. Back to pass. Heupel retreats very deep. Throws a pass. It's intercepted at the 9-yard line. To the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And that's Tay Cody makes the interception. Woolfolk brings him down. And that's help from Kempenik at the 27-yard line. Wow. Kind of forced that one and threw the interception. And that ends a possible Sooner drive, which had picked up 4 first downs. They started from their own 27, got as far as the 15, but the INT turns it over.
that one really hurt, Bob. He had as fabulous a drive to that point as I've ever seen him have, and he got just a little bit greedy at the tail end of that. He kind of meshed up improperly with the running back, which threw him off rhythm, and then he got outside, and he should have just thrown it out of the end zone.
Trying to go to Trent Smith in the first period. Florida State has the ball at their own 27-yard line. First down 10 after that interception by Tay Cody. Under center is Chris Weinke. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Lob's going upfield. Way overthrown. Intended for Bowden. And that ends the first period. At the end of the first period, Oklahoma 3, Florida State nothing. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. We are back with you. They had put 1 second back on the clock after it ran out to 0-0. And we took the break, and we apologize. We missed a pass play completion from Chris Weinke to Tallman Gardner of 16 yards on what officially will go down as the last play of the first period. And that is only their second first down. And the play ends at the 43-yard line in Florida State territory. 7 Oklahoma and 52 Florida State. Total yards 127 Oklahoma, 64 Florida State. 2 turnovers, 1 interception, 1 fumble. Oklahoma 1 interception, the turnover for Florida State. Second quarter begins at the Florida State 43. Weinke has his team in the eye. Go lightly and Minor. Give off to Minor. Minor over the left tackle. He's crushed after he gets to the 44, pick up of a yard. Torrance Marshall hit him first. Looked like he might have a little bit of a crack there, but all of a sudden it just collapsed on him. Gain of a yard to the 44. Checking in the lineup now is Anwan Bolden at split end. He replaces the wide receiver Javon Walker. 2 wide receivers left and 1 to the right. Second down 9 for Florida State from their own 44. This time the shotgun. Sooners showing blitz. Let's see if they do indeed. There's the snap. Weinke aims on a handoff to Minor. Finds a little daylight, and then a great tackle one-on-one by Derek Strait at the 45. Looked like he was going to get some running room around the right side, but it was a great tackle one-on-one by Derek Strait, who is a super tackler, and he gets only a yard to the 45.
Sooners are doing some interesting things in the secondary, Bob. I'm sure you've noticed Thatcher come running up. It's not really a blitz, but he's positioned himself right near the line of scrimmage, a linebacker, and they're bailing some other people out. Keep Mr. Weinke thinking and keep him trying to figure out just exactly what they are playing back there. But it's maneuvers we really haven't seen out of the Sooners this fall.
Third down and 8 from the 45. Tight end is back in there, Ryan Sprague. And he has Bolden and Gardner, wide receiver, shotgun formation. Weinke back to pass, deep drop, has plenty of time, throws upfield, incomplete. It skipped into his hands at the 34-yard line in Oklahoma territory. So 3 and out after that 16-yard pass play on the last play of the first quarter, and the Sooners will be back to receive a kick as they have overcome the turnover. And that is, at least Florida State did not get any points.
Good job of the defense. Great job on that second down play of bailing out of there and making a tackle when it looked like they might have something going. It's really defense has come to play tonight.
Keith Cottrell back to kick the ball, this time from left to right. J.T. Thatcher, the deep man. Snap is right there. Beautiful snap, and the kick is a line drive type kick. Let's see if Thatcher can get some yards out of this to the 8. He comes to his left out of the right to the 15. Oh, he fumbles the ball. It goes all the way out of bounds. The Sooners get it at the 10. Goodness gracious alive. J.T. Thatcher never really had the handle on that, and he fumbled it, and the Sooners are very fortunate that the ball sailed out of bounds still in their possession. So it'll be ruled probably a muff. And we have J.T. still on the ground. Now he's helped up. He's very, very upset with himself.
And he should be. He's feeling a little sorry for himself right now, I think. That was the kind of punt, Bob, that you've got a chance to get something going with, because it was a low line drive. It was over on the side of the field, which makes it harder to maybe establish a return, but it's a low punt we're looking for.
The clock management has been very poor as they've run several seconds off the clock. And now we have personal foul signaled against Oklahoma. I don't know where that came from. We see a flag now at the 20. Let's see what the referee, Doug Honing, says. They'll put it at the 5-yard line.
Personal foul on the receiving team, half the distance to the goal. First down.
First penalty of the day against the Sooners. I don't know what the personal foul was, but at any rate, the ball is at the 5. It is 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. They restored the clock to 13:20. They had run some time off, as we indicated. So a personal foul on OU, and the ball is at the 5, first down and 10. That is at the Oklahoma 5. So in dangerous territory when time is back in.
Well, they had a little bad luck there with the fumble and the loss and the penalty, Bob, but they had a lot of good luck that the ball went out of bounds.
It's left. Or we're having a long time since the last play. All right, slow-moving game. There's the direct snap from the end zone. Heupel, quick pass, screen pass is caught at the 4. Griffin to the 10-yard line where he's upended there. Well, that was a pretty gutsy call from the end zone, little screen pass out to the left. A gain from the 5 to the 10. Second down, 5 yards to go for Oklahoma.
That's a gutsy call, but it's sort of like a shovel pass.
Right.
If it doesn't materialize, he can hit somebody in the feet with it, Bob, and it's an incomplete pass. It's a pass where he shouldn't risk taking a sack, and if it's there, get what you can.
Griffin. Josh Heupel still in the shotgun from the Oklahoma 10-yard line. Second down and 5 yards to go. Josh Heupel signaling to his players. And now Seth Luttrell goes to his left. Play clock at 3. Here's the snap. Josh Heupel looks upfield, still looking. Throws a pass, underthrows it, almost intercepted. He threw a hit just as he was throwing the ball, intended for Wofolk, and almost picked off. But it was hit the ground before Stanford Samuels could get to a 3rd and 5 from the Oklahoma 10. That was good pressure that time by Florida State as Ronaldo Works replaces Seth Luttrell in the center backfield.
That's Warren, their defensive left end, got around Kempnick and put a lot of pressure on him and hit him in the back.
Norman all wide right, Wofolk wide left. 2 of 4 on third downs from the 10-yard line. Josh Heupel gets the snap, 4-man rush, fires a pass, caught at the 15-yard line to the 20. That's Savage to the 23 or 4. Wide open on the button hook. And he went from where he caught the ball, which was about the 14 or 15, advancing it up, waiting to place it down to 24. So there's a gain of 14 yards and a first down.
Nice protection. I was watching Romero against Reynolds, their great defensive end, and Frank is in good shape so far. Really, the protection, for the most part, Bob, has been pretty good because against this team, you don't expect it to be perfect.
10, Oklahoma's own 24, leading 3-0, 12:09 to go before halftime. 3-man rush, Heupel back to pass, shovel pass, Quentin Griffin catches at the 20, and he slipped a little bit and then cut upfield, turf gave way. We see it on the ground there at about the 22 where he slipped, and he gets it across the 25, tackled at about the 26-yard line, so at that he got a couple of yards. Allen got him, that's Ryan Allen from Lake City, Florida, 4 interceptions in his career, and pretty good, strong side linebacker.
Got Works back in there, Bob.
Ronaldo Works back in on a 2nd down 8 from the 26. Luttrell is also in there on both sides, one to one side, one to the other. 2 wide receivers right and 1 to the left on the 2nd down 8 from the Oklahoma 26-yard line. Heupel back to pass. He looks. He fires a long pass for Wofolk. He actually is a defensive back on the play and tipped it away from Malcolm Tatum, the defensive right cornerback in that case. He was a defensive back, had to tip that ball away from being intercepted, and it's a 3rd down play and 8 from the 26-yard line.
A couple of good plays right there, one by the defensive back and one by the receiver, Bob.
Sooners have Damian Mackey in there now, and Josh Norman on a 3rd down play from the Oklahoma 26, needing to go to the Oklahoma 34 for the first down. Curtis Fagan also in. They're all 3 to the left. 3 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Anderson is split out to the right side. Josh Heupel back to pass. 3-man rush. He looks to his left. He'll run with it. He fires a pass. Caught at the 37. Flags are down. He is past the line of scrimmage. You're going to have to erase that. He was across the line of scrimmage when he threw the pass. And Damian Mackey caught it and got all the way up to the 46, but I'm sure they will call that back. That was obvious from our vantage point that he was across the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass is the call. That's the 2nd penalty on the Sooners. The line of scrimmage was the 26. Now the referee is pointing, and we'll hear from him in just a moment.
Illegal forward pass. The quarterback was beyond the line of scrimmage. 5 yards, loss of down.
That's the tough part, loss of down. He was at the 25 when he threw it, and the line of scrimmage was actually the 26, but The official ruled he was not complaining about the officiating. Don't misunderstand me.
Certainly like it was when the ball was thrown in. Looking at the monitor, he was about 2 yards across the line of scrimmage.
So
they did get it out of the shadow of the goal line here.
Second punt of the day. The loss of down is the tough part. 10 men on the line, or actually 8, and 2 are sort of linebackers, and then 1 deep to receive this kick from Jeff Ferguson. Low snap. Fortunately, the rush is not on. The return is a line drive kick, and it's fumbled, and there's a pile-up, and it looks as though Florida State recovered. And it was recovered by Clevin Thomas, 31-yard punt. That was not a good kick, and it was a dangerous one because had he been able to catch it on the run, he could have returned it. Goal line, he was played all evening so far at that position. Travis Minor, the tailback. 2 wide receivers left. Tight end Sprague on the right from the 48. Here's Weinke faking the handoff. Play action. Little short pass caught at the 50 by Golightly, and he's down by Torrance Marshall, but not before he gets 8 yards to the 44 in Oklahoma territory, from the Florida State 48 down to the Oklahoma 44. 2 yards to go on a second down play. They cleared everybody out and threw the short pass, and it was wide open to Golightly out of the backfield, the fullback, and he doesn't catch many passes.
The starter, maybe he's a little better receiver in their minds.
Second down 2 from the Oklahoma 44, same formation, I formation. Weinke gives the ball off to Minor, the tailback, and he cracks over the right side. Good second effort, gives him the first down at the Oklahoma 46-yard line, or 41-yard line, beg your pardon. Thomas and Wilkerson on the tackle at the Oklahoma 41, so that's only the 3rd first down of the game. We're in the second quarter with 10:22 to go for Florida State.
Jimmy Wilkerson came all the way from right end across the line of scrimmage and is in on the tackle over here on this side. That's pretty impressive. I am very impressed with this young man, Bob.
Atris Bell is to the right side. Wide left is Anwan Bolden. I formation, Golightly and Minor in the I. Sprague tight end on the right from the Oklahoma 41. Sooners stunning a bit on defense. Play action, back to pass. Weinke fires a pass, caught at the Oklahoma 29, and Bolden makes the catch, and he gets away from one tackler and gets to the 22-yard line. So he gets from the 41 down to the 22. 19 yards picked up, and Rocky Kalmus had to end the play, and Florida State on the move now. This is where they put the ball in Oklahoma's territory.
That shows you why you never give up on the play. It looked, from here like the other defensive back came in and had him tackled, and he didn't have him tackled. And had Rocky loafed a little bit, he might have scored.
Anwan Bolden made the catch. 19-yard pickup, 1st and 10 at the Oklahoma 22. Sooners lead 3-0. 9:36 to go before halftime. Shotgun formation. Chris Weinke, the quarterback, gets the snap. Back to pass. Throws swing pass. Golightly makes the catch, and he is rolled down after a hit by J.T. Thatcher at the 20. A 2-yard pickup. That was the swing pass, very similar, in fact, exactly like the play earlier that picked up good yardage to start this drive. And the ball is at the Oklahoma 20. It is a second down play and 8 yards to go for the first down. Replaced now is Bolden out of the lineup, and Robert Morgan replaces him at wide receiver. Morgan goes wide left. 2 wide receivers to the right, Javon Walker and Atris Bell from the Oklahoma 20. Now we have timeout Oklahoma. Sooners call a timeout. So we'll take it. 8:55 to go before halftime. Oklahoma 3, Florida State nothing. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network as far as breaks for timeouts. They're very long. Now we have Florida State breaking the huddle. 2 wide receivers come to the right. Atris Bell and Gardner. No tight end here from the Oklahoma 20. Second down, 8 yards to go. Chris Weinke is the quarterback in motion. Gardner. And here's the Sooner blitz. The screen pass is caught at the 26 by Minor. He cuts downfield, and Roy Williams from behind then gets him down, sort of hog ties him there at the 18-yard line.
He's coming like a bullet, wasn't he?
So a gain of 2 from the 20 to the 18 in Oklahoma territory, and it's a third down play and 6 for Florida State. That's the second reception of the night for Travis Minor.
That's very good execution on that screen by the offense. They certainly made it look like they were protecting the passer. There's no giveaways on that.
44 on the year for receivers. He's their 3rd leading receiver. All right, 3 replacements for Florida State. And here we go from the 18. It is a 3rd down play and 6. They got to call a timeout. They have too many players on the field. They had 12 men. One player didn't go all the way off the field. So Florida State had to call a timeout because of having too many men on the field. And we'll again talk things over on the near side. And we'll keep it right here. Merv, things are so critical at this point. They have a third down play here in 6. Florida State, of course, wants to get the first down and get the touchdown, but they want to make sure they can tie it up with a field goal if they don't. Left, one right. Third down and 6 from the Oklahoma 18. Chris Weinke steps up, maybe changing the play. Sooners showing blitz. Now they drop away. Here's Weinke retreating. He looks. Short pass. Caught at the 20 by Minor. He cuts to his right. Down across the 15, close to the first down. Looks like he may be at the 13, which would be a yard away from the first down. As we just were saying, Merv, Minor out of the backfield with his pass receiving has been more of a threat. Now Florida State sends in their field goal unit. So it's a fourth down play from the 13.
Are giving them back there, maybe make them feel like it's a little bit safer pass. And
Morelli will try the field goal. Excuse me, Merv, and it's from this distance. He is 4 of 4 on the year. No angle. He's right in front of the goalpost, the south end. Snap, ball down. Kick is a line drive, and he missed it off to the right. He line drive, a terrible kick, really. Boy, that's something. You don't see that too often because he just shanked it something terribly, and I hate to use that word being a golfer, but it went off to the right side, and it wasn't even close to being good, and it's a 3-0 Sooner lead with 7.5 to go second period. How about them apples?
That's a big Sooner play. Maybe a little bit of that magic, who knows? I wish they'd replay that. I was wondering if we are able to see it here, and I was wondering if that was in the... No, it was a good snap and a good hold. He stuck his pick in the ground. Bob, you ever do that?
Oh, no, never did. The ball is brought out to the 20-yard line, so the Sooners have 1st and 10. They have a 3-point lead, and they have the ball at the 20-yard line, and Josh Heupel is in the shotgun with empty backfield. Nobody there to block for him. There's the snap, 4-man rush. Quick pass, inside screen is too low, fumbled, and incomplete. Well, that was not a good pass, but on a situation like that, you have to throw it quickly because with no one blocking for you, you have to get rid of it. He got rid of it a little too early and way too low. Intended for Woolfolk, who couldn't control it. He kind of tipped the ball in the air, and it was incomplete all the way. 2nd and 10 from the 20.
A 2 or 3 yard loss had he completed a catch. It's a good thing that he didn't catch it.
Same formation, nobody in the backfield. Heupel in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers left and 2 to the right.
Very well.
Now they are showing blitz here. 3-man rush, quick pass, caught by Josh Norman at the 20, up the sideline, 25 after making a tackle, gets up to the 28-yard line. Where they ended up on the sideline and where we are blocked off a bit. But I believe it's at the 28 is where they're going to mark it. 8 yards picked up.
You see how the one play is set up by the other. They came with no backs, Bob. Three wide receivers on the left. To stop that inside screen, the receiver, you'd like to get your players on the inside position on those guys. And when you do, you can throw the ball out there and run kind of a sweep on them because you got them picked off.
Big play. 3rd down 2 from the 28. 3 of 6 on 3rd down conversions. Under center is Heupel. Empty backfield again. No one behind Heupel. He tried to draw him offside, I believe. Now he's under center. And again, now the flag is thrown. I think they're going to say illegal. Delay of the game is what it is. Either be that or he moved his head as if to have the ball snapped, and I'll bet anything that's what he's calling. Because you can't do...
Prior to the snap, full start on the offense, 5 yards, remains 3rd down.
So it goes back to the 23. I'll classify that as a mistake. Ball's at the 23, need to get to the 30, so it's a 3rd down and 7. Sooners are playing dangerous in their own territory. And here's a big play here, Merv. The Sooners need to keep a drive going here with 6:26 to go and the clock running before the halftime. It's in 3rd down, need to go from the 23 to the 30 in Sooner territory. Shotgun, Heupel, pass, caught, down immediately for a gain of 1. They lost yardage. Lost 2 back to the 21. Damian Mackey caught him. Boy, he was buckled up in a hurry.
Somebody was supposed to block that guy from inside out. It may have been Works. He went right by him. I think maybe he was supposed to block him on his way out of there.
So that lost a couple, and it brings up a 4th down play from the 21. Sooners 3 and out. Leading 3-0, 5:49, 5:48. Well, the clock running here before halftime. Back deep to receive is Cleveland Thomas. Fumbled it last time. Here's the snap, the good kick. A bit of a line drive again. Thomas takes it to the 36-yard line. And a great one-on-one tackle by Woolfolk. Andre Woolfolk with a one-arm tackle got him down at the 38-yard line. A 46-yard punt, but it was a line drive, and that's what you don't like. But a great speed by Woolfolk downfield, and he made the tackle at the 38-yard line. That was a great play by Woolfolk. Wide receivers right and one to the left. Here's Weinke making the handoff. He retreats. He looks. He fires up the middle. Caught at the 49-yard line for a pickup of 11 and a first down for Florida State. At Trace Bell, Jacksonville, Florida. He made the catch of that bullet pass close to the 50-yard line. He'll call it the 49.
There's something there, I think. Thatcher has been running up in there and kind of filling a linebacker's spot so the linebackers can play in different areas, and I think they have seen it and took advantage of it with that pass.
Ball is at the 49, Florida State territory. Actually, they call it now the 50 officially, even though it's downfield. I formation. Pitch goes to Minor, sweeping left. Whoa! He is Rocky Kalmus straight at him. Well, just knocked him backwards, really did.
Straight had hold of his legs, I think, too, Bob.
They really clobbered him. He got just back to the line of scrimmage. Probably no gain there. Ball downfield from the 50. Maybe lost half yard. Second down play, a little more than 10 from the 50. 8 carries, 16 yards for Travis Minor. And he came into the game averaging 5.1 yards per carry. So the Sooners have a 3-man rush here on a second down 10 from the midfield stripe, and Weinke in his I formation. Weinke gives to Minor over the left side, finds a hole, 45, 40, 35, and out of bounds. The flag is down at the 40. May have been a clip in the area of the 41. As Anwan Bolden clipped Derek Strait, it appeared, right when he was going to make the tackle, and it's coming back.
Bob, there's how you deal with the 3-man front. Those quick hitting draw plays, quick hitting dive plays. It really is effective. The 3-man front with 8 drop is a very good defense, a great changeup, but it's not a way of life.
The replay showed the clip perfectly, and the officials
pushing it back above the waist on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
So that's a penalty that's going to wind up being about a 6-yard penalty from the 50 back to the 44. Their third penalty for 16 yards, and Florida State will have a 16-yard-to-go situation on a second down. Leading 3-0 on a 27-yard field goal in the first period by Tim Duncan. We have 2 wide receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Walker and Bell to the right. Morgan to the left. Shotgun. Back to pass is Weinke. Weinke retreats all the way back to 30. He's out of the pocket. He's running to the right. He cuts upfield. And
Ante's held. He got it.
Ante Jones got held by Atris Bell, and they threw the flag. It was right there in front of the referee, and it was flag day. That was a very, very obvious infraction. And so it'll be another penalty on Florida State if the Sooners accept it. The game was virtually nothing, really, from the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage was the 44.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
It'll be from the spot, from the 43 back to the 33. So Florida State moving the wrong direction here because of penalties. And it's on the 34 is the official yard line they are calling it. 2nd and 26 from the 34-yard line in Florida State territory. They need to go to the Oklahoma 40. They have it thrown 34. And we have Gardner in. That's Tallman Gardner. The shotgun formation, 2nd and 26 from the Florida State 34. Jared Moon is the center, gets it back in good shape to Weinke. He's back to pass, good protection, fires it upfield, and it's incomplete right off the hands, right into the hands of Anwan Bolden at the 50. A bullet pass, he was open, the ball hit him in a bad spot in the hands, and he couldn't hold on, so it's a 3rd down 26.
Give Rocky some credit. Rocky made him throw it over about a 9-foot fence into the receiver and flagged at it. That's hard. That's hard on a receiver when he has to catch a ball that's nearly picked off or batted by the defensive man.
Weinke had completed 6 passes in a row until that one was a miss. Back into the lineup, and Bowden, who dropped that, it just gets to go talk to the coach. Third down play and 26 from their own 34 for Florida State.
It's a big play here, Bob.
Here's Weinke in the shotgun, getting the snap. They're rushing 3. He throws a long pass downfield, double covered and incomplete. Knocked away by Ante Jones at the 27-yard line. Intended for Javon Walker, 6'3", 190. Michael Thompson also there, and so it's a fourth down play and 26 from the Florida State 34. And that was a great defensive series there.
Well, it's important that they hold them there. So hopefully that the punt, after the punt, their field position is decent, because they've got almost 4 minutes here for Josh to do something with it.
So the punt goes for 36 yards and a return of about 5, as Oklahoma has it at their own 33. This is Oklahoma's 8th possession of the ball. Here's Heupel. Draw play to Griffin. He spun around. He regains his balance, but just fights forward and can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Jeff Womble make a nice play. Had him by the collar. Griffin spun away from him, but then they got some help quickly, and it's a loss of 2. Second down 12 for Oklahoma from their own 31. On the running game during the offseason, I can say that despite the fact they're number 1 in the nation, undefeated. That would really augment this great passing attack. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left on a second down 12 from the 31. Oklahoma leading 3-0. 3:11 to go before halftime. Heupel back to pass, swing pass, caught by Griffin at the 28-30, out of bounds to stop the clock up at the 34. So he only got 3 yards on that play, and it's a third down play, needing to go from the 34 up to the 43, 9 yards to go. Sanford Samuels on the tackle.
This is a time, a little bit of an awkward situation there. You know, you almost get the feeling the Sooners are trying to run the clock out, but I tell you, you give Weinke and company any amount of time on the other end of the field, you're in trouble.
Field, 3 wide receivers left and 2 to the right. Third down and 9 from the Oklahoma 34. Sooners offense in the second quarter has not been effective. Oh, a draw play, and Heupel had the official get in the way, but he stopped very close to the first down. I think he's going to be a little short. We'll just have to see what he's spotted in the area. Need to get to the 48, or 43 rather, and boy, it's going to be close. The referee knocked him off balance as Heupel kept the ball. And we will see where they mark it. I'm not sure Sooners might not go for it here on fourth down, but I don't know. We'll see what Merv has. He's definitely short.
But, you know, this is one of those deals where
it's short.
Whatever it takes.
Well, it's fourth down and less than a yard to go in the area of the 42.
Well, Josh may try to draw him off and then call timeout.
Seth Luttrell and Quentin Griffin to check in. And it's 2 minutes and 55 to go before halftime. Ball is at the 42. They're gambling here, or whether they just try to draw him offside. Heupel under center. Offset I formation. And now he steps back. Play clock is at 6. And the Sooners call a timeout. Jeff Ferguson is deep to kick on a fourth down play, a yard to go at the Oklahoma 42, leading 3-0, 2:38 to go before halftime. And the new deep man is Nick Maddox. Hasn't played on offense yet. Snap is high. Ferguson gets it, gets the kick. Beautiful kick underway. Boy, that's a tremendous kick. He signals fair catch. Oh, hit at the 4 and down sideways. A Sooner bounce, and a flag is thrown. As the play ends up, the ball ends up at about the 6 or 7. It bounded back upfield a little bit. What a great kick by Jeff Ferguson. I don't know what the flag is on, because it was thrown as the ball was bouncing. I don't know whether we had a push in the back or what the infraction was.
You'd think it would be against Florida State. There was certainly no halo infraction. That's about the only thing the offense can incur right there.
Brandon Everidge is doing a little officiating, telling us that it's on Florida State. And okay, Brandon, we'll take that, your word for it. Let's see here. It's personal foul against Florida State. Well, what a great kick that was, Merv.
That's looks more like him. He's had a couple that haven't been that good, but that one was awesome.
3-yard line.
Personal foul
That's kind
on
of
the
the way you hit
receiving
your
team. The
wedge,
signal of
isn't
a fair catch blocked. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Once you signal for a fair catch, you can't block. That eye in motion to the left. Pitch back to Minor. Sweeping left. He's tackled after a short gain from the 3 to the 6. Kalmus and Barry Hollyman on the tackle at the 6. That was a very conservative call. We have 2:12 in the clock running before halftime. Oklahoma leads this defensive struggle for the national championship by a score of 3-0.
Yeah, I think he will come with some kind of strong play action and a deep kind of a pass. You know, they hit that 97, 98-yarder on somebody this year.
Atris Bell, who's been a thorn in the Sooners' side, is on the left side, being covered one-on-one. Here's play action pass, back to pass, long pass upfield, overthrown. Atris Bell trying to draw a flag, did not. And it's a 3rd down play from the 6 and 7 yards to go. Good coverage by Roy Williams and Michael Thompson. Need to go from the 6 to the 13 for the first down. 1:42 to go before halftime. I venture to say Florida State has not gone a half this year without scoring a point. Just corrected by Mr. Statsman. Make a liar out of me, why don't you?
Between our
Terry McLemore.
between our rules guy and our stats guy, Bob, I don't know what we're doing up here. Do you?
I do not know exactly. 17-0. Miami led them at the half. All right, it's Weinke under center. I formation from the 6. Weinke back to pass. He looks. He throws. Upfield. It's caught. Down immediately is Atris Bell. Same play exactly. Only this time the pass was on the money. And the gain goes from the 6 in Florida State territory to the 29-yard line.
The difference, Bob, is
23 yards.
He stayed outside where the safety couldn't get over the top. On the play previously, he went inside, made an inside move, and came back out. It allowed the safety to get there.
Yard line. Clock now is at 1:26. I formation, Florida State. Zone 29. Fake handoff. Weinke back to pass. Nice protection collapses. Throws a pass to Golightly. He makes the catch, but he's upended immediately by J.T. Thatcher at the 33. Gain of 4 yards. Clock is running. Now they just called a timeout to stop the clock. Florida State did. And let's see. They gave him about 5 yards on that. A little quick pass as Weinke was in trouble. Looked up and saw the safety valve. His fullback, Randy Golightly from Tallahassee, Florida, and he threw the pass and the gain from the 29 to the 34 is where they have marked it. And Florida State's into the field. Ball is at the 34. They're ready to go. Second down play and about 5 for the first down for Florida State. 1:13 to go in the second quarter. Weinke fakes the handoff, back to throw. He looks up, throws up the middle. It's tipped. It's almost intercepted and knocked away. The Sooners actually, 2 or 3 of them had their hands on it. Rocky Kalmus tipped it. Roy Williams also had it, and then Kalmus tried to get it. But it fell incomplete and brings up a 3rd down play. Boy, he threw it into a crowd that time.
He did. He did. He'll probably keep the ball out of the middle on this one.
Playing 5. No huddle. I formation, 2 wide receivers, or 1 wide receiver to both sides. Weinke drops straight back to pass. He's being rushed. He's looking for a screen pass. He throws it. It's dropped. Incomplete back at the 25. Oklahoma had that totally sniffed out as they...
See, Mr. Heineke put the brakes on it.
Heineke stopped and said, I know what's happening here.
Actually, that's Holliman.
Holliman, yeah. It was
He
Holliman
put the
rather than
brakes on
Heineke.
and came flying back out here when he recognized that some lineman, just gave it away enough. And that's what a good defensive lineman has to do.
4th down play then for Florida State. We have 1:01 to go before halftime. And that man, J.T. Thatcher, we need for him to do his stuff here if you're an Oklahoma fan. 6th time tonight. Beautiful snap right on the money. Cottrell kicks the ball. J.T. Thatcher waits for it, takes it to 21. He's to 25. He goes to his right, looking for a crease, can't find it. Gets to the 29. Good coverage by Florida State. Special teams have been good for Florida State on punt coverage. 44-yard punt and a return of 5 or 6. The ball is at the Sooner 29-yard line. Corner. 1 timeout apiece left. Here's Heupel hanging the ball on a draw to Griffin. He cuts up over the right side, actually. Going to his right, goes to the 31-yard line and pick up a 2 from the 29 to 31. Middle linebacker Bradley Jennings on the stop. Clock runs at 34 seconds to go before halftime. Oklahoma will get the ball to start the second half because they deferred after winning the toss, you might remember. Oklahoma leading 3-0. Sooners apparently content just to eat up the time here and go into the dressing room with a 3-0 lead over second-ranked Florida State. Formation, Josh Heupel hands the ball off on a draw play. Seth Luttrell cradles that ball to his tummy and goes over the left side and gets 4 yards to the 35, and we're going to keep it here. We make sure there is the end of the second quarter. They tricked us the first time in the first quarter. They had clock run out. Official blew his whistle, but they put 1 second back on the clock after we broke for commercial. We made that up, and nothing particular happened while we missed that. This time it is definitely halftime. We have, I'm sure, a great halftime show planned for you here at the Orange Bowl. Halftime score is Oklahoma 3 and Florida State 0. And we're about set to go for half number 2 of the national championship game. 30 minutes of football left, and the Sooners lead it 3-0. Here's the whistle, and here is the kickoff to start the second half. End over end rather short, taken at the 10 by Savage to the 15 of the 20, cuts to his right at the 23. He's to the 25, 30, 35, up the sideline, 40, and banged into the Sooner bench. Out of bounds up at about the 46-yard line. 31-yard return for Antoine.
That's a wonderful play by him. We'd had a near clip right at about the 39 or 40-yard line. I don't think it was a clip, but I was scared to death some official might think it was a clip.
They're marking the ball at the 46, as we called it, in Oklahoma territory. So they'll need to go to the 44 in Florida State territory for the first down. 3-0 Sooners. Oklahoma break their offensive huddle from the sideline. Works in the backfield along to, he's to the right. Heupel, who's in the shotgun. 4-man front for Florida State from the Oklahoma 46. Heupel, swing pass, caught by Works. Hit immediately as he makes the catch and banged out of bounds. He'll get nothing. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Cleveland Thomas came up and just nailed him as he made the catch right in front of the Sooner bench at the 46, which was the line of scrimmage.
Again, they disguise the coverage. They settle into cover 2 where they get a heavy support corner, and quarterback has to throw that ball quickly enough that it's really difficult for him to see what's happened out there on that particular play.
Tay Cody, who has recovered a fumble or caused one, an interception, still is not back in the game. He was injured in the first half. Shotgun, Heupel. He runs into his own player and then gets away and cuts downfield across the 50 and gets all the way down to the 47. Chris Hope makes the stop. Well, Heupel got behind his own lineman and got some extra yards, actually ran into the lineman, said, get out of the way, and got about 7 from the 46 in Oklahoma's end of the field, the 47 in Florida State territory.
Draw, and yet he bailed out very early. I don't know whether someone broke free, and he sees so much out there. He may have seen a defender break free or something.
Shotgun, 3rd down 3 from the 47 in Florida State territory, 3 of 8 on 3rd down conversion. Savage in motion from right to left. In the slot left, Heupel, shotgun, back to pass, fires it, caught, first down, Sooners at the 40. Andre Woolfolk, well, that was a bullet pass. He was covered well, but he got in front of the defensive man, Derek Gibson, the rover, who was actually a safety, and a perfect spot, boom, right at the 40. A gain of 7 on the first down for the Sooners. They're 7th in the game. That was a pretty pass, Merv.
It really was. Those people that are concerned about his arm should have seen him throw that one.
3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Josh in the shotgun, and Quentin Griffin to his right. Handoff to Griffin, draw play down the middle. He got a little seam across the 35, scorched down to the 34. Man, he's quick. I see what you mean, Merv. He just sort of down there for about a 6-yard pickup from the 40 down to the 34. 6 carries, 18 yards.
Cale Gundy told me toward the end of the season he thought that he really had tired legs. And first day I watched him practice out here, they scrimmaged some. He looked like an entirely different player, Bob. I think Cale maybe was right on it.
Substitution made on the defense for Florida State. Ball at the Florida State 34. Second down, 4 yards to go. Sooners lead 3-0 just underway, third period. Shotgun, they're showing blitz. And we have movement on the offensive line. I'm not sure which interior lineman it was, but I think the Sooners will rack up a penalty here, which could be costly. They've had a second down and
Snap. Full start on the
hate
offense.
to see this.
5 yards. Repeat, second down.
fourth penalty.
They seem to have some momentum going here in this drive, and doggone it.
Second and 9. I misspoke a moment ago. It was 2nd and 4 on that play. So the penalty makes 5 yards back, makes it 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation from the Florida State 39. 9 yards to go on the second down. Shotgun. 3-man rush. Back to pass. Heupel fires a pass. Caught at 36. Woolfolk down to the 32 or close to it. Crossing pattern, and he made the catch and was hit hard by Malcolm Tatum, the cornerback, at the 30, between the 32 and 33. Made about 6 on that carry and brings up a third down play, needing to get down to the 30-yard line. 4 of 9 on third down conversions. Luttrell and Works check in. The ball is at the 33 in Florida State territory. About a little less than 3 yards to go. 2 wide receivers left. Trent Smith tight end on the right. Savage in motion from left to right. Sooners did not use motion in the first half. Back to passes. Heupel swing pass caught by Works. He tries to get the first down. He's hit right at the 30-yard line, which is where he needed to go for the first down. Knocked out of bounds by Cleveland Thomas. But I think it'll be just short of the first down, but this is a 4-down territory, I would imagine, here.
I think so. He didn't get a great spot.
See where they bring it out? The ball is placed down in front of the Sooner bench, and they're all standing, so it's difficult for us to see. There we can see on the replay. Let's see what the change.
We'll see how good that
we're looking at a replay
spotter
of this.
is now here.
Or not a replay, a live picture on the vision provided for us here. Just shy, as we indicate. Nose of the ball.
Oh, he's good. But
T-Mac, you're good. Terry McLemore, you can't hear him. Of course, he's talking in the intercom. He said it's the nose of the ball. He was right. I thought it was short. So let's not complain about the spot, gang.
it still wasn't a good spot. It should have been one that they wouldn't have had to measure.
And let's not get greedy, Merv.
I know it.
Ball is at the Florida State 30.
We remember back to Kansas State the last time, and the problems they had with short yardage. Those kind of situations scare you.
2 wide receivers to the left, Savage and Woolfolk. Trent Smith wide to the right. Shotgun formation from the Florida State 30. Draw play to Ronaldo Works. Cuts to his left. He's at the 25, and then he's pushed back at the 23-yard line. That's, again, that draw play. That really has opened up here in this particular drive. Griffin got 6 earlier, and a 7-yard pickup there by Ronaldo Works to the 23.
One of the things that happens when you don't rush any more than your front 4 a lot, Bob, you put so much pressure and emphasis on them, they can't worry too much about draw plays. Your linebackers have to make plays. Secondary linebacker, they've got to have some help on those draws.
3 wide receivers left from the 23. A quick toss to Ronaldo Works. Cuts it back and gets the first down, it appears, right at the 20-yard line. Again, it depends on where the spot is. May be just shy of there. Let's see where the umpire marks it. It was a quick pitch, but instead of going wide, Florida State over pursuit, so he cut back in over tackle. Now the spot is definitely short as the players clear away. We got a couple. Go ahead.
Okay, Bob, we got 2 big backs in the backfield, Marshall and Teddy Lehman. They've worked on this in short yardage. You got the 2 big power backs in there just to try to help the situation that they got into a time or two in that last ball game.
And the official calls a timeout, and they're going over to the far sideline to discuss things. So we'll keep it right here because we're not sure exactly what the problem is. Perhaps Mark Matthew mentioned at halftime that the coaches even were having trouble with communications. Mark Matthew could not report to us from the sideline, so that may be what this discussion is about, Merv. Now here's the official.
Was for phone problems. They have been corrected.
Phone problems, they have been corrected. That's what
I believe there's a rule, if yours phones go out, they got to take theirs out, right?
Right, exactly. I remember that happening once. All right, the ball is just shy of the 20-yard line. It is third and a yard to go.
See, they got Lehman, Marshall, and
Marshall in the backfield. Here's the handoff. Works over the left side, gets the first down. Good blocking behind Lehman, leading the way. So that's a power formation that the Sooners have installed with Torrance Marshall and Kenny Lehman, two defensive players in blocking. That was effective.
Yeah, two good big athletes. Marshall's 245, and Lehman, of course, is an outstanding fullback in high school with really good speed and is a tough kid. And they've used that formation every day in practice on short yardage just to try to help to rectify the problems they had in Kansas City.
So it's the third first down of this drive. The ball is at the 19 in Florida State territory. Flag as the right side for Oklahoma just before the ball was snapped. Trent Smith moved, the tight end on the right side. Boy, you hate to see that.
Oh, man. Stop to see the first half.
Both starts on the offense.
There's a lot of noise
5
here.
yards, still first down.
Fifth penalty for 25 yards. Florida State has yet to have the ball here in the third period. 9:46 to go. Sooners lead 3-0, which was the halftime score, which was the score after one quarter, as a matter of fact. The Sooners started this drive after a fine return by Antoine Savage of 31 yards in the opening kickoff of the third period. Started at the Florida State 40. Down to the 19, but now penalized back to the 24. First and 15. Heupel, swing pass, caught at the 26. Mackey to the 20. Mackey on his feet to the 16, or close to it. Well, that was a good reception. Nice run. And Tommy Poley on the tackle tried to knock the ball away from Damian Mackey. Couldn't do it, and the play ends at about the 17. So it's from the 24 down to the 17 on the pass play, and brings up a second down play and 7 yards to go.
Bob, you having a guy grab you by the back of the pads, hanging on to the football, and straining to make 5-6 more yards right there. What an athletic effort.
Tremendous. Second down play, about 6.5, 7 yards to go in the area of the Florida State 17. Shotgun formation. Heupel back to pass. The shovel pass caught by Quentin Griffin, but he's hit immediately, and they really figured that out.
Well, the big linebacker just stayed with him.
Stayed with him and brought him down. That was Tommy Poley, the same player that made the last tackle, and that's a loss of 4.
But I honestly think
to the 20.
a senior offensive lineman messed up, Bob. There's somebody right here looking at it on the replay. 75 should have been on him, see?
Too many people blocking the same guy, it looked like.
Yeah, he hung up on the nose man and never got off on the guy. That play should have been better than it.
So, third down and 11 yards to go here from the 20-yard line in Florida State territory. Heupel back to pass. 4-man rush. Looks for somebody. Throws it away. There wasn't any sense in giving up a chance at a long field goal here. I would think so. Heupel just couldn't find anybody open, and everybody was way downfield. They were very well covered by Florida State. So it brings up a fourth down from the 20 and 11 yards to go.
There's your penalty, Bob.
Right.
There's your penalty.
37-yard field goal attempt by Tim Duckett, a 27-yarder before. And from this distance, he's 5 of 7 on the year.
I'd love to see him fake it here, Bob.
Let's see what happens. Snap, ball's down. Kick is in the air, certainly long enough, and no good. No good. So the ball will be brought back to the 20, which is where, and the Sooners still lead 3-0 after a nice drive, but no points, and we'll take a timeout. It's 8:01 to go third period. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. Quarter, and we got 8:01 to go. I can add and subtract.
Well, with a low-scoring ball game, you begin to look at that clock a lot.
Well, the guy that has really caused problems, Atlas Bell, is wide to the right. 2 wide to the right, and shotgun formation. Man in motion. Maddox, back to pass, Weinke, throws. Underthrown, let's see if it was caught or not. But even looks like he made the catch. That's Franklin who made the catch, I believe, at the 26. He is a tight end who has been injured and suited up just for this game. He didn't play the last several games, but he completed the pass, left his feet, and you could see the turf kick up at the 26 where he turned and slipped and fell, but made the catch. Up to 6 yards, second down 4. from the 26-yard line. I formation, wide receivers right and left. Chris Weinke under center, turns, pitches it to Minor. He's hit in the backfield. A great stop by Roy Williams.
Who else?
He got in and knocked him down after he lost a couple to the 24. From the 26 back to the 24. Oh, Roy, how many times has Roy Williams done that this year?
He's something else. He really is. Sooners are playing it. We won't see Florida State run a reverse off of that here in a minute.
It's a third down play, a little more than 5 yards to go in the area of the 24.5-yard line. 1 of 8 on third down conversions. Atris Bell wide right. We have wide left Robert Morgan. And tight end on the right. Here's Weinke faking the handoff. Raises up, fires a pass. It's incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, Atris Bell. Sooners had it well defended. Michael Thompson got up high. And 3 and out for Florida State. That's the good news defensively for OU.
Sure is. Wonderful series by the Sooners.
Oklahoma's defense.
Yep.
Michael Thompson was blocking off Atris Bell there.
Got a little piece of the ball, I believe, Bob.
So back to receive. Keith Cottrell's kick will be J.T. Thatcher. Sooners lead 3-0, 6:41 to go in the third period. Snap is on the money. Kick is a nice kick. Fair catch will be signaled for by J.T. Thatcher, taken at the 34. 41-yard punt by Cottrell, and the Sooners will have their second possession, and we have a timeout. Oklahoma 3, Florida State nothing. 6:33 to go third period. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. Center. Shotgun formation. Snap to Heupel. Rush 4. Look upfield. Throw pass. Incomplete. Thrown at the feet of Trent Smith. He wouldn't have gotten anywhere had he made the catch.
I think Josh just threw that away.
That's
Bob.
what I mean. It is 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation. They're showing blitz. They rush 4. Josh Heupel steps up. He looks. He's still looking. He throws a long pass down for Thatcher. It's caught at the 30. That's Fagan. It is. Fagan at the 30-yard line and leaped in the air, made a tremendous catch, and comes down at the 26. Chris Hope on the tackle. We call it Thatcher, who's only on defense. It was a great catch. As jumping high in the air was Curtis Fagan. 39 yards on the biggest play of the game on a rocket pass from Heupel. We see the replay, and Fagan made a great catch.
You got the impression maybe Josh was throwing it away almost.
Right, exactly.
But,
wow, that was really something to see. Reception of the night. The ball's at the Florida State 26. First down, 10 yards to go. 2 wide receivers right and 2 to the left from the 26. Heupel back to pass. He looks. He fires a pass in the end zone. Has Savage overthrown. Had a man beaten. He had Thomas beaten. And Heupel overthrew him. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 26. Oh, boy, he was open, too. Man.
Just anything less than what it went, I guarantee you Antoine would have gotten it.
Wow. 2nd down and 10 yards to go from the 26 in Florida State territory. Here is Quentin Griffin and Seth Luttrell into the Sooner lineup. Just out of the fingertips of Savage. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 26. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Here's Heupel. Draw play to Griffin into a pile. Comes out of there but can't go anywhere.
Those 2 big defensive tackles are so hard to move, Bob.
To the 25. 3rd and 9 from the 25.
Our guards just can't steer them out of there. They're just too big and heavy.
That's what that Florida State defense is. They got some great beef on them, and they're very quick and great athletes. Daryl Dockett's 260 and Jeff Womble 295 tackles. 3rd down play from the 25. Need to go to the 16 for the first down. 7 of 16. 7 of 13, beg your pardon. Shotgun, back to passes. Heupel, he throws. It's caught by Luttrell. He drops it. Right in his hands, he dropped it at the 20-yard line. Well, a case of where you run with it before you got it caught. So, 3rd drop of the night, and the Sooners will have a field goal attempt coming here. It's Tim Duncan, who's 1 for 2. He had a 27-yarder, missed a 37-yarder. This will be a 42-yarder. Well, I tell you, it would be awfully hard not to hear footsteps in this game if you're a pass receiver. 5 this year from this distance, 42 yards. The snap, the ball is down. The kick is in the air. It is long enough. It is good. He hit it. The Sooners lead by the score of 6-0 with 4:24 to go in the third period. Wow, Tim Duncan hits a 42-yarder with 4:24 to go in the third period, and Oklahoma leads by the score of 6-0. Up to south from left to right. There's Duncan approaching the ball. And a line drive. Onside kick sort of, it bounced down. Warren picks it up at the 15-yard line. He's hit immediately and down. Seth Luttrell goes all the way down and makes a great special team play, and Teddy Lehman helped out. I'm not sure whether that was an intended sort of a squib kick down Merv, or whether it was a kick missed by Tim Duncan, but it sure worked out for the Sooners.
I think he missed it because he's kicked 2 into that end zone already tonight, and there's no wind that's sprung up that we can see. Certainly none. I think he just missed it, but it turned out to be a plus for the Sooners.
Actually downfield from it, and Weinke in the shotgun. 1st and 10. 4 wide receivers, 2 to both sides. Weinke backs up, 3 steps, looks, fires in the far flat. It's caught behind the line at the Hatteras Bell up the sideline, gets it away and gets more yards than you would think. And let's see where they mark it. He's out of bounds on the far side. Wow, he got to the 26. He got 11 yards on that. Looked as though he would get maybe 3 or 4. He ran up the sideline, did a tightrope act.
Thompson missed a tackle out there for a 3 or 4 yard gain.
State, they haven't thrown 26 after that pickup of 11 yards on the pass to Hatteras Bell. 8th reception. Back to pass. Those quick passes caught by Miner out of the backfield. He's tackled. Corey Callens gets him at the 30 after a pickup of 4. Hatteras Bell has 4 receptions, 80 yards, and he's been their best receiver in this game, certainly for Florida State. Again, no huddle at the 30-yard line. Weinke gets the snap, back to pass, good protection, throws it into the ground as he threw it for Miner at the 32. That was very well covered, and he probably threw that one away.
I think that this is a ploy that you often see in the pros, Bob, or a sophisticated passing team, especially with a veteran quarterback, is come with no-huddle offense, just to try to maybe keep the defensive coaches from scheming up quite as much or keep the defense off balance.
1 of 9 on third down conversions for Florida State. A shotgun. Weinke back to pass. Weinke throws, far side. It's deflected, almost intercepted by Thatcher at the 45. Intended for Robert Morgan, who is 6 feet even. J.T. Thatcher, who's 5'11". Great timing. Jumped up and knocked the ball down. And again, it's 3 and out for Florida State. They're now 1 and 10 on third downs. So the center defense really came strong there.
They really did. And I tell you, those 4 guys are giving tremendous effort out there in their pass rush. They're making him step over. They're making him move around. They're making their presence felt. That's as good as I've seen him all year.
First down and then 3 and out after that. And a good snap, and here's the kick. Another great kick, and J.T. Thatcher takes it at the 22 to the 25. There's left at the 30, upfield to the 35, and then is brought down after his best return of the evening at the 36-yard line in Sooner territory. 48-yard punt and a 15-yard return. Sooners lead 6-0, 3:21 to go in the third period. Number 1 offense, 148 yards of passing and 22 rushing. Total of 170 yards at this point. Sooners have 257 total. Heupel's 20 of 33 passing for 205 yards. Savage is in motion from left to right. Here's the snap to Heupel. He gives to Griffin, left side, breaks over the left side, gets across the 40, up to the 42 or 3-yard line. Kempenick out ahead of him, good blocking. Bubba Bertram helped out as well, and it'll be a gain from the 37 to the 43. 6 yards picked up, 2nd down 4. 8 carries, 25 yards for Griffin.
Plays have been pretty instrumental tonight in them being able to control the time of possession here.
Mackey and Woolfolk wide left. Savage wide right. Griffin in the backfield. From the 43, Heupel fakes the ball to Griffin, rolls to his right. He'll keep the ball. Heupel down the line of scrimmage on the option, really gets nothing. Tackle right there. They tackle the halfback. That was the option, actually not run real smoothly. But
that's the upside down option. That's the shovel pass, Bob.
7 of 14 third down conversions. 3 wide receivers left. And tight end Matt Anderson on the right side. They're showing blitz, rushing four, swing pass is caught, but hit in the backfield on a great defensive play by Cleveland Thomas. Ronaldo Works made the catch in the backfield, a loss of 4. Had nowhere to go. He caught the ball, and boom, he was hit immediately. And so the Sooners 3 and out right there.
The defensive back broke before Josh even cocked his arm. You knew that was a disaster that was going to happen.
Defense again, as the offense unable to keep possession of the ball. Jeff Ferguson back to kick, single safety back. Nick Maddox, here's the kick. Beautiful high kick by Ferguson. Boy, that's a beautiful kick. Chasing it sideline, takes it to the 8-yard line. By Ante Jones, nails him at the 5. He just shot out of a cannon. Ante really nailed him. What a great kick and a 49-yard punt and a -5-yard return to the 5-yard line. Boy, that was beautiful.
That Ante broke by the guy over there that was attempting to hold him up. And, of course, that guy was in a bind, too, because the ball was kicked far over the side, and he didn't really, probably wasn't able to see that. And gave Ante a clear lane in there, and he took it. Love to have seen that ball popped out, wouldn't you?
Definitely. Well, the ball's at the 5, and Florida State 1st and 10. No huddle here, of course. Going Lightly and Liner on either side of
Cody and Wilkinson are back in.
Cody and Wilkinson back in defensive end. Weinke retreats back in the end zone. Great protection. Throws a pass upfield. Hits incomplete. Almost intercepted. It's off the fingertips of Javon Walker, who should have made the catch. And then the almost intercepted for Oklahoma was Roy Williams. But that was fortunate for the Sooners that Walker didn't make that catch. It was right to him on the deep post pattern. 2nd and 10 from the 5. Wow.
I tell you, those two freshmen and Holloman put on a lot of pressure right there.
Weinke was 5 yards deep in the end zone when he made the pass. Kirk comes out and Gardner in. No huddle again from the 5-yard line. I formation. Under center is Weinke. Turns, gives the ball off to Minor. Up the middle, gets a yard or 2. From the 5, maybe to the 7. 2nd down play and 8. 3rd down play and the ball at the 7 needs to go to the 15. So be 8 yards to go. Jimmy Wilkerson on that tackle. All those freshman guys are looking good, Murph.
They're giving great effort, and they've got outstanding quickness, and that's a wonderful combination.
They took the fullback out, put a wide receiver in, and they did not huddle. Now the Sooners take a timeout. Sooners perhaps were in the wrong defense, Merv. Isn't that probably the reason?
Maybe so. I don't know. That's I'm not sure the 12th man deal. That's just about as frustrating to defense to substitute like they're doing as the 12th man, Bob.
Here's a 3rd down play from the 7. Need to get about to the 16 for the 1st down. Shotgun formation. Weinke with the blitz on. Blitzing, they throw a pass, and it's thrown away as the Sooners blitz Weinke in the end zone, and it'll be 3 and out for Florida State. Ante Jones with a great tackle on that punt, and Ante Jones with a blitz there. He has been a factor tonight.
He really has, and Strait was in great shape out there on the coverage. He was just exactly where he needed to be. If they hadn't thrown it away, Strait was there for the pick.
Even Keith Cottrell, his 9th punt of the night. And it's 33 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Oklahoma leading 6-0. He's standing in the end zone, 8 yards deep. Gets the snap. Good protection. Line drive kick. Thatcher lets it bounce. And it bounces across the 50 into Oklahoma territory and will be down by Florida State after a 47-yard kick. Thatcher had a decision to make, and I think he used good judgment there, Merv.
I do, too. He had too far to run to try to catch it. And this ball game, especially really anywhere on the field, he made the right decision. There's no question about it.
I wonder if a freshman would have tried to catch it, but he is a senior and has great experience. I just give him great credit for that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's raining again, Bob. Look at that.
Just a little bit of a shower. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Sooners at their own 47, 1st and 10. 22 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Griffin to the right of Heupel, who is in the shotgun. Heupel back to pass. He throws on the far sideline and thrown away. Intended for Woolfolk over there. He was jammed by Stanford Samuels. And it's a 2nd down 10 at the 47.
He was almost jammed while the ball's in the air, Bob, and that's pass interference. I wish they would replay that one for us because he held him up, to me, after the ball was thrown.
Coming out of the lineup is Josh Norman. In is Seth Luttrell on a 2nd down 10 for Oklahoma from their own 47, leading 6-0. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers left, one to the right. Handoff goes to Quentin Griffin. He gets up to the 50-yard line over the right side.
Yeah, face mask.
And the face mask penalty may be whistled on Florida State. Tommy Poley makes the stop. And then the flag goes down, and the face mask may cost Florida State. So the gain was for 3 to the 50. And let's see how many yards they mark off on the face mask.
He grabbed him pretty good. I was afraid that they weren't going to call it.
Face mask, 5 yards on the defense. Remains 2nd down.
So effectively an 8-yard pickup. The ball at the 45 in Florida State territory. And as far as penalties for Florida State are concerned, that's their 6th for 34 yards. So there are only 8 seconds now left in the 3rd period. Sooners will let the clock run out. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, as we'll wait for Sure to run it down, there it is. The end of the 3rd quarter, Oklahoma leads Florida State 6-0. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. 2nd down and 2 for Oklahoma as we start the 4th period. Lehman and Marshall check in to the backfield. And we'll call that actually what it looks like is the old diamond T that Barry Switzer used early in his career.
They call that the jumbo formation, Bob.
Jumbo formation. We'll update them. Works as the deep back. Heupel down the line, option play. Heupel keeps the ball. Oh, he's hit hard. Wow, he was stuck at the 44-yard line. He'll get a yard. Looked as though he might get the first down easily, and Chris Hope really nailed him. He'll get a gain of a yard, but it'll bring up a 3rd down play and 1 from the 44-yard line in Florida State territory.
These guys can run. You think you've got a wide play, and you don't have it.
They really can pursue very well. On a 3rd and a yard to go. The power formation. Handoff down the middle, and it's 1st down Oklahoma.
No. I don't think he made it, Bob.
Well, they didn't get a very good spot as the head linesman runs up. The Sooners are signaling 1st down, but I don't think the officials are. They may bring the chain in. I thought the spot was very poor.
Got penetration underneath the tight end, I think, and they weren't able to gouge it out of there. Looks like they're going to punt it.
So it looks like the Sooners have to punt it. It's not a 1st down. Just as they clear away, gosh, it's a full yard short. It looked like he lunged his way down close to the 1st down, but not so. And the Sooners are in punt formation, 2 yards, and couldn't do it. Now they got to give the ball back to Florida State. Ferguson will kick the ball, pooches it down court, kicking for the corner, and downfield it goes and out of bounds. Ball is at the 19-yard line as we have Florida State in possession following that punt of 24 yards by Jeff Ferguson. Florida State has not been out of their territory the 3rd period. Oklahoma leads in this game by the score of 6-0 on 2 field goals by Tim Duncan. 1 in the 1st period of 27 yards and 1 in the 3rd period of 42 yards.
I think you were right on, Bob, when you said this is a very critical possession in the course of the ball game. Not that every possession isn't, but I really think if the Sooners can hold them here.
2 yards to go from 2 plays, and that may spurt the offense. Here's Weinke back to throw. He fires a pass, caught out of bounds at the 35. Pick up from the 19 to the 35. 16 yards picked up. Robert Morgan makes his first catch. So that's what I mean. That's that type thing. When the defense does something good, it'll reflect it over on the offense more times than not. And the 1st down is number 8 of the game for Florida State. And they have the ball at the 35-yard line, their territory. Oklahoma leading 6-0, 4th period. Florida State up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. Bell and Morgan, and man in motion to the left. Weinke, swing pass, caught in the flat. 32 gets away from one tackler, but Michael Thompson has him wrapped up at about the 35-yard line, which was the line of scrimmage. Make any yard. Robert Morgan from East Point, Georgia, went to Tri-Cities, averaged 19.7 yards per reception this year. Missed the last 3 games of the season with a toe injury. Swing pass there got him a yard to the 36 as they've marked it. 2nd down, 9. Golightly checks in at fullback. And it's Travis Minor, the tailback. They're actually flanking quarterback Weinke on either side. He's in the shotgun. From the 36 in Florida State territory. Weinke gets the exchange. He's back. He pump fakes. Now he throws a long pass up the middle. Way overthrown. His man fell down. And a late flag. And Michael Thompson may have got tied up with Etris Bell. And let's see what the discussion is.
I know, but on a hold,
let's see what the ruling is. It's going to be interference on Oklahoma. And in college rules, that's a penalty.
Yeah, see, he knocked him down, yeah.
He knocked him down, we see on the replay, and so it was a good call.
On a defense, 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down.
6th penalty for 40 yards. And pass interference on OU gives the 9th first down to Florida State and puts them in Oklahoma territory for the first time this half. Jones is the one who made contact, not Michael Thompson, to give credit or discredit where discredit's due. Weinke under center this time, 1st and 10 from the Oklahoma 49. Fake handoff, play action, back to pass, throws it far side, caught at the 42 in Oklahoma territory. That's the tight end, Ryan Sprague, first time he's made a catch. And Florida State, just as we speculated they might, seems to be fired up. Their offense gets the first down. They're 3rd in this drive already. They've moved in 4 plays plus a penalty, all the way from their own 19 to the Oklahoma 35-yard line.
State offense, Bob, that I know and fear. The play action, great receivers, great arm quarterback.
So it's at the Oklahoma 35, I formation. Weinke under center. Sooners leading 6-0, 12:30 to go, 4th period. Weinke, short drop, pass, through behind him as they
I think it was tipped.
May have been tipped, but it was thrown behind the receiver.
Right. I think the right linebacker tipped it, Bob.
2nd and 10 from the Oklahoma 35. 12:27 to go. Clock stopped in the 4th period. Oklahoma leading 6-0, having shut out Florida State to this point. Now we have Robert Morgan checking in, replacing Anwan Bolin. Is Jared Boone, wide receiver, left and right. Morgan and Bell. Bell to the right, Morgan to the left, I formation. Weinke fakes a handoff, pump fakes, now throws deep, has a downfield, and incomplete. Incomplete. Derek Strait was protecting, pass intended for Morgan. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the Oklahoma 35. That was a pass into the end zone. Boy, Weinke has an arm on him.
Wasn't that a great throw?
Wow.
He gave him a chance. He was pretty well covered. But
Derek Strait looked around just when he should have.
Gave the receiver a shot at it.
So it's a 3rd down play. Here's a big play, Merv. 3rd down and 10 from the Oklahoma 35.
Yeah, of course. Behind Bob, they're in 4-down territory. It's a deal with
Oklahoma has 6 defensive backs in there. They have it I formation. Florida State. Weinke fakes a handoff, back to pass, throws a pass downfield, away, almost intercepted. Brandon Everidge had it in his hands and couldn't hold on to it. Intended for Etris Bell, and it's 4th and 10 from the Oklahoma 35.
If you think that last down was big, Bob, this is big, really big.
Right, absolutely. They showed no signs of punting it as Morgan's back in the lineup, replacing Sprague, the tight end. So it'll be 3 wide receivers. Now Bell comes out of there.
Here's what a great defense allows you to make this decision.
So Florida State wants a timeout to talk it over, and we'll take a break. Well, as Merv Johnson said, we have a big play here. 4th down and 10. Brandon Everidge is still kicking himself on that possible interception he had there when he deflected that.
Oh, yeah. Well, he and he and Thatcher both have had a couple this half that might made a completely different complexion in this ball game right now.
Looks like it will be a 3-man rush. Corey Klein, Barry Holliman, and Corey Callens, and everyone else will play defense. 6 defensive backs, and Kalmus and Marshall. So this could be one of the biggest plays, if not the biggest play of the year since the national championship game. The ball is 35 yards away. We realize that.
Don't think they'll blitz. Yeah, they do.
And here comes the blitz on Weinke. He pump fakes. He steps up. He has a man in the open. And it's tipped away. A great play. Straight knocked it away from Bolin at the 2-yard line. And it's it. Sooners take over on downs on a big defensive play by that fella, number 2, who's number 1 right now. Derek Strait. Wow, that's something.
He's had him one fine ball game tonight, Bob, in a lot of ways.
He turns around at the perfect time the last 2 times. A great pass right to the man from Weinke, and Derek Strait stayed right with him, but they double-teamed him at first, but Derek Strait turned around and then makes a great play. Remember how he jumped high and knocked it away from
you can see his feet going full out.
Shotgun formation, Josh Norman in motion, Sooners from their own 35. Here's Josh Heupel. Quarterback draw, rushes upfield, puts his head down, gets to the 42-yard line. 7 yards picked up by Josh. Tackled by Chris Hope, who has hit Heupel pretty hard tonight a couple of the times. Second team ACC, academic All-American from Rock Hill, and he's rocked Heupel a couple of times. 5th tackle for Chris Hope. He's tied for the team high in tackles. That was a 7-yard pickup for Josh and brings up 2nd down and 3 from the Oklahoma 42. 2 wide receivers to both sides. Heupel in the shotgun. Quentin Griffin to his right. Heupel backs up, swing pass, caught by Griffin. He puts the head down, he lunges and gets the first down across the Oklahoma 45 to the 46. That was a great effort by Griffin after making the catch.
It really was, Bob. And again, you know, you've played athletics, and I have too. Can you imagine catching the ball with those guys bearing down on you, making a sure catch, and doing what you have to do to pick up those yards? I mean, that is a wonderful athletic feat.
The 6th reception for Quentin Griffin for 24 yards. He's the leading receiver, and he has been a valuable receiver throughout the year. He checks out now. Renault Works is in the lineup, and 3 wide receivers go left and 1 to the right. Shotgun, Sooners leading 6-0. Here's Heupel. He looks to his left. He throws. Caught by Josh Norman behind the line. He tries to cut downfield. Makes a great lunge and gets across the 50 into Florida State territory. And he stayed in bounds to keep the clock running. Boy, that was a great effort by Josh Norman, who made the catch and then made some yardage.
That was a nice throw and catch, obviously, but it was all Josh's effort afterwards. They had it well covered, had a hold of him from the time he caught the ball.
No gain, even though it was completion. And it's 2nd down and 5 from the Florida State 49-yard line. 2 wide receivers left. Actually, Norman, a man in the slot left. Woolfolk is outside of him to the left. Here's Heupel back to pass. He looks, throws the pass in the flat, caught by Wirtz. Stumbles a bit, 50, spins at the 45 and out of bounds on the far side. No, the clock keeps running. Oh, that's good news for the Sooners. He gets from the 49 to the 45. Pevin Thomas and Stanford Samuels on the stop. They're the 2 cornerbacks. They combined on the tackle, but a gain from the 49 to the 45. It's 3rd and a yard to go. Seth Luttrell checks in, replacing Ronaldo Works.
When that bunch tackles you, you stay tackled, don't you?
They're pretty tough.
Don't go a lot far. This is a huge down right here, Bob.
7 of 16 on 3rd down conversions from the Florida State 45. 3rd and a yard and a half. Josh Heupel moves Luttrell to the right side of him. And now Heupel looks to his left. He throws a pass incomplete. Right through the hands of Josh Norman. That would have not gotten anything had he caught it. It was absolutely nothing there had he made the catch. So the Sooners will have to punt the ball away on a 4th down play and a yard from the yard and a half from the Florida State 45-yard line with now 9:28 to go in the 4th period, and the Sooners leading 6-0.
Every first down just becomes so big. It's worth so much time on the clock.
Florida State has nobody deep. But Jeff Ferguson is in punt formation. He gets the snap back. He pooches the ball downfield, cooking for the corner. Downfield covered pretty well. And down at the 5-yard line by, you guessed it, Ante Jones. A 40-yard punt. And we have a timeout here. Oklahoma on top 6-0. Florida State with the ball at the 6 when that time is back in. We'll take a break. 9:19 to go, fourth period. This is the Oklahoma Sooner Network. Klein, Barry Holloman, and Cody. And they have 5 defensive backs in there. Ours are at 6. Wilkerson is in there too. From the 6-yard line.
Somebody wasted a timeout.
Oklahoma had to waste a timeout because they had 12 men on the field. You know, that's what is tough about that is you just finished a timeout. And you didn't have the right number out there, but those things happen. Believe me, it's a lot more difficult down on the field than fans sometimes think to make sure everybody knows when they're supposed to be in there, especially when you're changing defenses all the time.
Well, you got personnel groupings. You
right.
know, Stefan's in there one time, and then Ante's in there one time, and there's many others in addition to those two, and it gets complex.
Sooners are showing blitz. They back out of there. Weinke back to pass, throws complete. Morgan catches it down immediately as J.T. Thatcher made the catch immediately at the 10-yard line, a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. That was a little slant pattern, quick pass. Sooners had it well covered, but he got 4 on the play from the 6 to the 10. Now Florida State makes a replacement at wide receiver. Gardner. Wide to the right side comes Robert Morgan and also Bolin. Wide to the left is Walker and Bell. From the 10, 2nd down and 6. Florida State's own 10. Shotgun. Weinke back to pass. He looks, he throws. It's incomplete. And threw it a little bit behind Morgan and straight had a brief shot at maybe picking it off, but not a real good shot. And it's 3rd down and 6 from the Florida State 10.
Great coverage, though, by Straight all the way. You can't cover a slant route much better than that, Bob. He was his hip pocket all the way, see him?
Down plays from the Florida State 10. 1 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. Talman Gardner is in the lineup. He goes wide to the left side along with Atris Bell. 2 wide receivers right. Bolin and Walker. Here it is. 3rd down and from the 10. Showing blitz. Here's Ante Jones. He gets away from Ante Jones. He runs upfield and he fumbles the ball. And the Sooners have it, I believe.
Yeah, Roy Williams got it.
Has it at the 15-yard line. It was not free, I think, by Barry Holloman. What a play. As Weinke scrambled, Ante had him. Looked like he was going to sack him. Weinke dug under the arm tackle and ran with the ball. And then he was hit. I think Holloman caused the fumble, and the Sooners have it at the 15-yard line in Florida State territory. Wow.
Terry just told me that they owed us a turnover, Bob, and I guess he knew.
Roy Williams. We're going to see a replay here, and we'll report it to you. Ante Jones was on the blitz, went right away from him, and then Weinke alertly carried the ball. The ball at the 15-yard line. Heupel under center. Fakes the handoff. Bootlegs. Rolls to his right. He'll run with it. He cuts downfield. He gets to the 10-yard line. So there's a pickup of 5. He stayed with him all the way. Warren, he's a great defensive end. But Heupel gets down to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Oklahoma very, very careful with that football, leading 6-0. Even 3 points here at this point is very crucial. Ball is at the 10. Wide receiver, wide left, 1 wide, 2 wide receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. Luttrell and Griffin on both sides. Hand off to Griffin. Down the middle to the 5. Right down the middle. Touchdown, untouched. A 10-yard touchdown run by Quentin Griffin. His 17th of the season. And the Sooners go up by the score of 13-0. If they get the extra point. Right at this moment, it's 12-0. They may be thinking about 2, but I think it'll probably be 1. Holy mackerel, what a run, Merv.
We've seen Creighton do that a number of times this year from about that area on the field.
On. Josh Heupel wants to call a timeout. Too late. Ball is down. Kick in the air. And it's good. The flag is down because Heupel was on the field, and he is the 12th man. They're going to have to do it all over again. That was not a smart play there. Heupel ran downfield to try to get a timeout call, but he was field to play, even though he was way over at the sideline. Well, he is the 12th man on the field. And here, let's hear the... Yes, it is too many men on the field. It'll penalize the Sooners, erase that 13th point, and they'll have to do it again. Wow, that is unfortunate.
Attention. But again, you shouldn't.
Substitution on the offense. 5 yards. Repeat the try.
No, that's not a timeout, Burned. It'll be an extra point attempt for longer than normal. That's what it amounts to. That was a 15-yard drive in 2 plays. 44 seconds off the clock, and the Sooners leading now 12-0. As Patrick Fletcher will hold, and Tim Duncan will try the extra point. It'll actually be a 25-yard field goal. 6 or 7 yards deeper than normal on an extra point. Waiting the snap from center. Every point vital in this contest. Snap, ball down. Kick is certainly far enough, and it's right down Main Street. He hit it. So timeout, 13-0 Sooners, 7:46 to go, fourth period. All right, that was a fumble that was caused by Rocky Calamus, the All-American, Dick Butkus finalist, and recovered by Roy Williams. 2 great players have made so many big plays this year. And then Quentin Griffin, who has not gotten his due this year, Merv, with a great run and tremendous blocking by Howard Duncan. Kicking from south to north. Tim Duncan approaches the ball. Booms it downfield. Beautiful kick. Will carry 8 yards deep in the end zone, and they'll touch it back, bring it out to 20. First and 10, Florida State from their own 20-yard line. Oklahoma's had the field position here the entire second half, Merv.
Terry just ran it up here. They've been behind the 20 on every possession but one, and that was at the 35-yard line. And twice at the 5, Terry, or once?
Terry talking on the intercom, and 7:40 to go, fourth period. Sooners lead 13-0. That last drive was 44 seconds after the fumble and recovery by Roy Williams. Terry McLemore said they owe us a turnover, and we got it.
Got the 2 freshmen back out there again, Bob.
All right, it's first and 10 for Florida State. The shotgun from their own 20. Sooners leading 13-0. 4-man rush. Weinke back to pass. Pump fakes. He's hit just as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Thatcher. Beautiful timing, and I don't know how he did that because he wasn't looking back at the ball, but he ran into Walker the second the ball got there. It was not an illegal play at all, but it was perfect timing is what it amounted to.
Ball almost hit him in the back of the head, didn't it?
It did. 20 for the Florida State Seminoles. Robert Morgan in, replacing Walker, and 4 receivers on every play for Florida State. Weinke in the shotgun, second and 10 from the Florida State 20. Weinke, blitz. Back pump fakes, throws a long pass upfield, has a man, and it's caught at the Oklahoma 40. That's Atris Bell, who's been ringing the bell all night as far as receptions, all the way to the 37-yard line, a 43-yard pass play to Bell. That's the thing that Merv and I have been talking about this entire game, especially Merv, about the big play capability of this Florida State team. The 35, so they're 2 yards away from that. Here's the rollout as Weinke rolls left, and Marshall's chasing him, and he throws it away. Out of bounds. He threw it on the far side. Marshall really leveled him. Second and 10 from the Oklahoma 37 for Florida State. We have 7:17 to go, fourth period. Torrance Marshall is a tough player.
Really is. I tell you, Weinke made a tremendous throw there a while ago. Great blitz picked up by the Florida State line, but he really put one on the money.
Florida State breaks the huddle. 2 wide receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Florida State from the Oklahoma 37. Blitz is on. The full blitz. And it's a running play. They ran right into him. They nailed it.
Thatcher.
J.T. Thatcher on the blitz.
Free safety blitz.
Free safety blitz. Tackling for a loss. Travis Miner got the handoff at a loss of 3.
But if he doesn't get him, Bob, there's green grass all the way to the south end zone.
But guess what? He got it.
He got him. Big plays when you have to have them.
They ran right into that blitz. Has been dangerous. 5 receptions, 123 yards. He's back in there. From the Oklahoma 40, 3rd and 13. I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th down. They don't make it here. 6 defensive backs in for Oklahoma.
Tackle's in motion, wasn't he? The tackle was offsides on this play.
Here's a pass down the middle, and it's incomplete. Tipped away, but it went off the fingertips of Bowden. And it'll be a 4th down play and 13 from the Oklahoma 40.
Well, it's a good thing they did now that it was incomplete, but the coaches went nuts down there. The right tackle was up in motion.
Now the sideline, the coaches and the players are signaling the crowd to start yelling on a 4th and 13 from the Oklahoma 40 with 6:28 to go in the 4th period. Oklahoma leading 13-0. Morgan replaces Bowden in the lineup at wide receiver. So there go right to Weinke's right. Shotgun, 4th and 13 from the Oklahoma 40. Weinke gets the snap. He's back to pass. 3-man rush. A pass is thrown. It's dropped. Intended for Minor out of the backfield. The Sooners take over on down. Threw it too high. And Oklahoma takes over on downs at their own 40-yard line, leading by a score of 13-0 with 6:21 to go in the 4th period of play. Ball at the Oklahoma 40-yard line. Sooners are 6:21 away from a national championship if they can hold on to the lead. Florida State has 2 timeouts. And doing a little adding here. 1 of 14 on 3rd downs for Florida State. Any time they can melt off the clock is a plus, of course. Shotgun formation from their own 40. Damian Mackey in motion from left to right. Here's quarterback draw. Heupel just puts his head down. He'll get what he can, which is about a yard. And the clock continues to run at 6:13. Still plenty of time for anything to happen. And I say that because it's true. It's not being negative at all.
They're so explosive, Bob. That's why you say that. You know they can score in one play.
10 carries for Heupel for 24 yards. That's probably a high, I'm sure, for him. 2nd down and 9 for Oklahoma from their 41-yard line. Griffin back in the lineup. It is still raining a bit. We haven't mentioned that. It's just a shower, but the referee does, or the umpire covers the ball between plays. Under center is Heupel. In motion is Mackey. They gave it to Mackey. He runs to the left, cuts up the middle. He's at the 45 and to the 46-yard line. That was a great fake carried out after Heupel gave it to Mackey, and then Heupel ran back to his left, and several of the players on Florida State thought Heupel had the ball. Mackey had it, went around the right side, but then found a little daylight, cut upfield, and got from the 41 to the 46, a 5-yard pickup on the play. And he one player away from getting a lot more than that as Luttrell replaces Mackey, and it's a 3rd down play and 4 for Oklahoma from their own 46 with 5 minutes now, 4:58 to go in the 4th period. Versions. Shotgun formation for Oklahoma from their own 46-yard line. Josh Heupel back to pass. They're rushing. He rushes out, and he'll be sacked. And better take a sack than just throw it up for grabs. Jamal Reynolds, first sack of the night for him. The 2nd time I think Josh has been sacked, and the loss goes back to the 39. But Merv, you'd like to have a 1st down there, but take the sack rather than throw it away.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I really didn't expect them to drop back. I thought maybe they would throw something quick or one of those shovel passes or screens or something like that.
Sooners will burn as much clock as possible. 4:12, 4:11 to go. The play clock is at 18, so they can waste a lot of time. Leading 13-0. There, it's under 4 minutes now, 3:59. Weighing the snap from center, Bubba Bertram, or rather Painter, Ben Painter. And there's a nice kick by Ferguson, kicking away from Maddox. Nice bounce. Maddox takes it, and he's hit and knocked out of bounds by Ante Jones at the 20-yard line. So a 41-yard punt. That was a fine punt. And boy, has Ferguson punted well tonight.
He's had some help from Ante out here, too, hasn't he?
He sure has.
He's made 3 or 4 big plays.
So the ball is at the 20-yard line in Florida State territory. 1st down, 10 yards to go, and it's 3:46 to go in the 4th period of play. And the Sooners leading Florida State in the national championship game by the score of 13-0. 15 years. Number 7, if they can pull it off, and they have 3:46 to go. Here's Weinke with wide receivers, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Sooners have a 3-man front. Weinke back to pass. Good protection. Throws it stiffed in the air. Almost intercepted.
Wilkerson.
It was tipped by Jimmy Wilkerson, who is 6'4", and Barry Holloman almost caught it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 20. He jumped in the air, Wilkerson did, and boy, is he a great freshman out of Omaha, Texas. 2nd down, 10 from the 20. Weinke in the shotgun formation. 3:40 to go, 4th period. Weinke gets the exchange, 3-man rush. Short pass is caught at the 21-yard line. Running laterally is Atris Bell. He retreats actually in his tackle behind the line. He didn't have any desire to mix it up, trying to get out of bounds perhaps. And it turns out to be no gain. 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Yeah, he tackled him at the 18, but they gave him back to the 20. It's 3rd down play from the 20 and 10-yard to go. 1 of 14, as we said, on 3rd down conversions. Shotgun formation. Calmus is showing blitz, but it does not. Back to pass is Weinke. He throws a screen pass. Torrance Marshall all over Tolman Gardner, who made the catch in the backfield, and he was creamed immediately at the lost 5 yards. Since 4th down and 15 from the 15, and Florida State will be forced to punt, it appears. What a defense. 2:42 to go. Incredible defense, Merv.
It's just been, I cannot fathom it against Florida State, Bob.
And they're letting the clock roll.
They're going to try to keep it close, I guess.
Waiting for the snap. Here's the kick. Cottrell.
Imagine Thatcher's been told not to handle this.
He's just letting it sail over his head. It's down deep into Oklahoma territory while it rolls around dead at the 27 in Oklahoma territory. A 63-yard punt. Nice kick by Cottrell. Now 2:08 to kill off that clock, and the Sooners have a national championship. The ball is at the 27-yard line in Oklahoma territory.
What's your timeout?
Incredible defense. Oklahoma has 1 left, and Florida State has 2 timeouts. Well, the Sooner fans are jumping up and down there to the right.
Rightly they should. They ought to carry this whole defense off the field on their shoulders.
2:08 away. Sooners have Heupel in the shotgun. Quentin Griffin and Seth Luttrell to one side and the other from the Oklahoma 27-yard line. Heupel hands the ball off. Quentin Griffin squirts his way up to the 30-yard line or close to it. Maybe the 29 is where they'll give him. And Florida State burning one of their 2 timeouts remaining. Merv, I just ecstatic.
It's just hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just fantastic. We got 1:59 to go. It ain't over yet, but I'm sure getting excited. We're checking to see the last time Florida State was shut out.
I just can't tell you. You've seen it, you witnessed it, but there's no way to describe how that defense has played tonight, Bob.
Oh, it's just amazing. They just dominated Florida State. Ball is at the Oklahoma 27, or rather it's at the 30 after that 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down play and 7, and we're still in the timeout period. And now the Sooners break the huddle. Oklahoma has to kill as much time as possible off that clock, which I'm sure they will do. Play clock is now running with 21 seconds, and game clock won't start till the ball is snapped. Here's the fake handoff. Heupel keeps it around the right side at the 30, puts his head down at the 35-yard line. And nice gain. Got from the 30 to the 36. Chris Hope on the tackle, and it's a 3rd down, a yard to go.
It's 35.
Got the 35 is where they're marking it, so it's 3rd down and 2. And now Florida State burns their final timeout.
They're not very generous with those spots.
It's a long 2 also, but it's 1:52 on the clock. Sooners leading 13-0. They were 12-point underdogs And they started 13-point underdogs. People have not believed in this team the entire season.
Sold them
that
short.
Is people nationally. I never saw one commentator anywhere in the United States that wasn't in Oklahoma that picked Oklahoma to even have a chance.
Everybody's willing to sacrifice and work. You can make miracles happen. You got the jumbo in here again.
152. Sooners may just take a knee here since Florida State does not have any more timeouts. The handoff goes to Ronaldo, works. He's into the line. The virtually no gain, may have lost half yard. Be a fourth down play coming up from the 35-yard line. Florida State cannot stop the clock, so we wait till the ball is set for play, and then they'll start running the clock. Start running the play clock. 1:31, 1:30. Play clock has not yet started running as the Sooners send in their kicking unit. The last time they were shut out, Florida State, Brian Stolte checking it out, 1988, Miami shut them out 31-0. Play clock is at 10. Game clock is at 1:09, 1:08. Jeff Ferguson back to punt. Weighing the snap. 2 seconds. It's punted over his head. And
good play.
He will take a safety.
Well, there goes your shutout, Bob.
Well, yeah, but the victory is still very much in evidence. Painter has not centered over the head, made a bad snap all year.
I tell you, it's a great play by Ferguson. Great play by Ferguson.
That was just simply a great play, and it could have been wet. Ball could have been wet because it's raining. That's also a factor.
You think he might be a little nervous?
But Ferguson,
if Ferguson falls on this ball or doesn't get it picked up,
it could have been a touchdown for him.
Well, a quick touchdown, right? Yeah. And an onside kick.
So now it's 13-2. Wow, that's certainly a development I didn't expect.
I was afraid you guys were counting that shutout a little early. You did hear me talking about it. I'm superstitious.
Well, the ball is brought up to the 20 in with 55 seconds to go. The good news is they still got 11 points to make up to tie this thing in 55 seconds. That was a brilliant play by Jeff Ferguson. To me, that shows good coaching, good discipline by both the coaching staff and players.
And poise under great pressure.
Right.
To be able to think clearly what you need to do.
Tallman, Gardner, and Juan Bowden back. Kick is not a particularly great one.
I think he was trying to do that.
It skips past and Alabama.
And that was a poor play. He should have let it go out of bounds and get it to 35, Bob.
It's that's right. Bowden grabbed it right before it went out of bounds at the 16. That's right. It was a.
There's two guys under intense pressure, of the moment.
Right.
And one makes a great decision. The other one makes a not so great decision.
So the ball's at the Florida State 16. 54 ticks of the clock to go in the fourth period. The Sooners leading 13-2. And Florida State out of timeouts.
I have no idea whether that kick was on purpose by Ferguson. I think it probably was. Better.
At the 16-yard line, Weinke. Sooners in a prevent defense. Rushing three. Weinke has all time to throw it. He fires it upfield, and is it caught? I believe it is. Up at about the 40-yard line. Javon Walker makes the catch with 47 seconds to go. So 24-yard pass play to Walker. Yard pass play to Walker to correct our stats. That's their 12th first down, and the ball is at the 42-yard line in Florida State territory. Weinke is back to pass. He looks. He throws to the far side. It's caught. Roy Williams can't get him, and he steps out of bounds with 39 seconds to go. That's Tallman who made the catch. Picks up from the 42 in Florida State territory to the Oklahoma 45. So now we have 39 seconds to go. Florida State got out of bounds with it. That was smart on their part. Calling signals. Sooners lead at 13-2. And now they send a man off the field, 8. Now we're set to go. Here's Weinke back in the shotgun. Sooners in a prevent. Throws a long pass downfield. Throws it away. Nobody there. Intended for Bell, and it's 34 seconds to go in the game in the fourth period. 13-2 Sooners.
They played that last down with 10 men, Bob, and I think they've still just got 10 out there, and I don't think they know it.
Here's Weinke back to pass from the shotgun. He looks, he throws, and it's caught, but tackled immediately by Michael Thompson at the 30-yard line. Clock is running. They can't stop it, but they do stop it to move the chain. Atras Bell makes the catch. Ball is at the 30 in Oklahoma territory. Oklahoma leading 13-2 when the chain is set and the play clock runs. Now they spike it to stop the clock at 24 seconds. Second down play from the 30 and 10 yards to go in Oklahoma territory.
I thought they'd get those freshmen back in there. Here comes Wilkerson. I believe those guys are a little fresher. Those
Calvin
defensive ends.
stays in and one in. 10 from the 30-yard line. 24 ticks of the clock to go. Weinke gets the snap. He's being held.
Holloman's held.
Oh, Holloman was just held, absolutely held. And the Sooners intercept, and that'll cap it. Oklahoma picks it off. Who got the interception?
Thatcher, I think.
Thatcher and Ante are hugging each other. And Ante Jones. And now Coach Stoops is hugging Ben Painter. And I think the coach is going to get a bath here in a minute.
He deserves one. They held Barry Holloman big time.
Oh, they sure
on
did.
play.
That was very, very obvious. I'm still not sure who made the interception. And Coach Stoops did get a bath.
Here it is.
Here we see a replay. I think it was Ante Jones. Boy, would that be justice. Yes, it was. Ante Jones makes the interception. And the Sooners have 16 seconds to win the national championship of the year 2000.
So much for the BCS controversy. Washington will wait another year.
Unbelievable. Sooners will take a knee, and that's it. And Heupel turns to the crowd and pumps his fist as the time will run out. And the Sooner fans pour on the field. The police trying to keep them out. It's 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oklahoma wins the national championship. All right, Oklahoma wins it.
Oh, man.
13-2. Incredible. Great performance. Merv, absolutely outstanding.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Just great.
I just can't say enough about the coaching job that those guys did and the way those players played.
Can you believe that? Shut them out except for that safety, and just a great job all the way around for the Sooners.
You got to quit selling this team short, don't we, Bob?
That's absolutely right. Wow. Just words just fail you at times like this. Just incredible. And look at the Sooner fans. They're still in the stands there.
They're going to be there for a long time.
And it's just a tremendous effort. The only undefeated team in college football, 13-0. No one gave them a chance. 12-point underdogs. They come in here and shut out Florida State except for a safety late in the game. The 7th national championship for the Sooners. And there's, we see on the replay, Mr. Heupel, Heupel's sister, and there's Josh being escorted off with that football. Well, the Sooners it's just incredible. This is something the rest of their lives.